Game day! Yes! Let's go! Fire taking on Orlando City today at 5 o'clock. We're about half hour out till kickoff, maybe 40 minutes, depending. Thanks for joining us here at Spitting Fire, where we talk Chicago Fire and MLS all the time. If this is your first time here, it would utterly delight us if you'd kick that like button. If you're a returning subscriber, even better. Let's go! Get in the chat, throw some flames, throw some logs on that chat. Let's get the flames going higher. I'm so ready for this game here, folks. Shame I couldn't be at the stadium with a lot of you, but we'll make do. We'll have a little blast while we're at it. Happy to be talking Chicago Fire with you guys and happy to be getting into this match. Looks like Chicago Fire is being predicted to win here. So pretty awesome stuff. Where are we today? So we're on the lakefront today. Where can I take us to get us to the lakefront? I think so. All right, we're here on the lakefront. Sunny skies, 70 degrees, can get out there to the beach. Maybe not hop in the water, but try and get that. Whatever, we'll figure it out there. A little work in progress. So we get the production correct for you guys and make this an awesome place to hang out for Chicago Fire fans and MLS fans alike. But as we get into it, got a lot on the docket today. We're going to get into some betting for the Chicago Fire match. We'll maybe even take a peek at UFC that's coming up later tonight. Very exciting fight card going on there. But so thanks for everybody joining us in the chat. Greatly appreciate it. Joey, Red Bull. What's going on, everybody? Good to see you. Now let's make some moves here. All right. Now let's get right into the betting action. I think that's where we gotta go. Let's hide that. Let's show that. Bring it on back. It's that Led Zeppelin. Back in the day. Typically was a Wednesday. So we're looking here at Chicago Fire versus Orlando City. Chicago Fire, of course, the favorite for the match today. Now, the consensus I was getting from Orlando fans and from fans over on Sons of a Pitch Soccer podcast, great follow, by the way, highly suggest you subscribe to them. They were thinking that Orlando City has a bit of a shot. I'm not so sure about that myself, but we'll have to factor that in as well. But I am utterly convinced Chicago Fire got this wrapped in the bag. I think they're going to come out. They're going to show what's what. You got Rafa Chicos and Shaqiri ready to show Chicago what they have there. So for me, I'm going to start off with the Chicago Fire win. Both teams to score. Maybe Orlando City scored last week. Something to think about. What do you guys in the chat think? Let us know. What up, Red Bull? Do you think both teams are going to score? You got 250 on Fire. I like that. I like that. Now, chat, do you guys think that both teams are going to score here? Or is it going to be lopsided? Maybe just one team scoring a goal? So let me know, because I am curious. Orlando, I think you had a good bet against the Bulls the other day. I think somebody in the chat called it like the almost exact score line. It was pretty crazy. I'm thinking under 6 goals. Over 1. I'll take that. Casper, Shaqiri. Let me know what you guys think in the chat while we build these bets. So you got a 2-1 Fire win, so I'm liking that, and I'm gonna follow on your intuition that both teams are gonna score. So we're gonna stick with that. Fire win, which means 2.5. I can't pick that, but I'll pick under. I'll pick under 5. 3 to 1, 2 to 1 is right in there. Goal scorer. Could have a Fabi Herbers. He went scoreless all last season, but he was the Soldier Field hero. Kasper Przybyłko seems obvious. Shaqiri, Pato. Who do you think is going to score? Chat. Red Bull saying Chicago by the skin of their teeth. He's got 2-1 fire. As we build this bet and get ready for the game. Click a few things. Where is my match? So let's get that going. Start streaming and maybe turn the sound off.
And
yep, there it is. That's Ezra. Cool. All right, we got that going in the background. Good, good, good. Go, 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 go! We're gonna tear it up today, guys. I am so excited. And I'm still having trouble picking out these goal scorers, though. Game props, corners. Corners? Number of corners. I think there's gonna be some corners. Yep. But how many? Each team, file, total. No, I don't want to wager on that. Maybe a card. Will either team receive a card? No. Teams to receive a card, red card, no. Of course, if you guys got any ideas. So you think go safe and sorry, go better safe than Pato or Przybyłko. So I think that's not a bad play. Let's see what the difference is. If we add Przybyłko. So we right now have fire. Yes, both teams to score under 5. And Pato, Shaqiri. Oh, wow. You're getting great money on Pato to score. I feel like you could take that. Both teams to score. They're not letting me put that on. All right, well, cool. I'm going to take Chicago Fire. Under 5 goals and Pato. 5 to win 40, 1 to win 7, 1 to win 8, 2 to win 17, 5 to win 40. I'm not too confident on it. I'm going to go with a $2 bet to win 17. I like that. I mean, but if we want to really get into it, guys, I think the money is to be made on those MLS parlays. Take a look real quick. So Fire, DC United, Columbus Crew, Seattle Sounders, NYCFC to win. I like that. DC United, Atlanta United, Columbus Crew, Chicago Fire to win. I was just putting a couple parlays out there that I thought were imaginative and fun. LAFC, a draw in Austin and between Austin and Miami. Seattle with the win, Atlanta with the win. Just threw a couple Hail Mary passes out there, so to speak. Let us know what you guys have done in the chat. You got 5 corners, Red Bull. I like that. Especially at Soldier Field, 5 corners. Let's see if that's something I could add to the old bet. In-game parlay. Chicago to win. Under 5. Corners. So you were saying got hyped. Got 250 from New York Red Bull bet. Wow, that's so sick, man. Incredible work there. Let me see what I could do here. 5 corners. Where can I get those from, though? Because I'm not getting that action from DraftKings at the moment. I could do total number. I could do an over of 6.5, but you're saying 5. Orlando, well, could add up each team total corners. Now I want to go. I want each team. Well, no, I want to go over 5 or something like that. That doesn't do too much. Six corners. Well, let's keep it in there. Let's add Casper to the money line. Chicago under over corners. This is not a great bet slip. I'm not liking these odds here, chat. Like, this is risky. What up, Screen? What up? This is the place to hang out. Get ready for Chicago Fire. We're gonna be watching along. I do some match chatter, or so to speak. Well, I call the game pretty well. Got some sheets here for you. We'll be angling to get our bet in right now. Trying to knife up Vegas. Cut them up, slice them up. Let's toss some fire in that chat there, boys and girls. Let us know who your big bets are for this weekend. I am liking, let's see if I could show you or tell you what I am liking this week. And let's see how it's gone. I like New England and Toronto. Let's take a look how they've done. New England won. Red Bulls won. Beat Toronto. Wow, I was calling for a tie there, but Red Bulls destroyed them. Looking good. Sporting's Kansas City up by 1. Philadelphia up in Montreal 2-1. Gonna blast my bet open right there. San Jose and Columbus opening up at the 0-0 tie just in the last few minutes here. Couple games left to bet though. Chicago, Orlando. Let me know what you guys think there. I'm thinking Chicago. Vancouver versus New York City. I'm thinking New York City, even though it's at Vancouver. DC United at Cincinnati. I'm thinking DC United. Minnesota, Nashville. I'm actually thinking a tie. It's out in Minnesota, but I'm thinking a tie, unless Nashville somehow pulls it off. Colorado versus Atlanta out in Colorado. I think Atlanta United takes that. Seattle Sounders at Real Salt Lake. I think the Sounders take that. LA Galaxy versus Charlotte in their home opener to 70,000 fans. I think that's going to end up a tie. I'm going for the narrative there. I'm going for Charlotte scores a goal, and the best they could do is a tie. LA Galaxy top heavy with Chicharito. Not seeing them, looking as standout, but they are considered a top 10 MLS team by some pundits. I debate that notion. I think they're a top 18 team, but still probably better than Charlotte. Seems more likely that Galaxy pull off the win, but I'm just saying for posterity, Charlotte is at home. Their very first MLS game, 70,000 fans. They're going to want to show up. I think they're going to be able to put up a result, and the best result they could do is probably a tie. 1-1. Austin versus Inter Miami tomorrow at 3 p.m. I'm thinking a tie there. Inter Miami looked okay against Chicago. Need to figure some things out. Austin looks pretty good, but Inter Miami, they can hold their own. So that's why I'm thinking tie. Maybe Austin gets the dub there, but I'm leaning tie myself. LAFC and Portland round out the weekend. Of course, 9 p.m. tomorrow evening. Two great teams. And a lot of people on paper say LFC's got the win. They're at home. But you can't sleep on Portland. New York Red Bull saying, that's why I got 250 from my New York Red Bull bet. That is sick, man. Sick. By the way, everybody, I'd so appreciate if you guys would kick that like button like you're taking a penalty kick on the home end of Soldier Field today. Great way to score. Great way to score on YouTube and destroy those YouTube algorithms. Greatly helps put Spitting Fire out there and Chicago Fire out to the mess, as well as MLS. Burning down those YouTube algorithms. And if you subscribe to Spitting Fire or are already a subscriber, oh man, you better believe that utterly delights us. We got a cow. Udders. That's the joke there. And if you ring that bell icon, let Chicago know O'Leary's cow is here. Let's watch some Chicago Fire soccer and enjoy ourselves. And as always, go check out your locker. You got your track jacket of your team that you support in there all ready to go. You got your match day scarf already folded up. Get that on and get over here. Get your nachos, stop at the concession stand, get yourself a little drink, get yourself set up, pull up a stream, a simultaneous stream. We're going to be watching on cf97.com. If you go to Chicago Fire's own website, and if you live within a 75-mile radius of the city of Chicago, you'll be able to watch on there, as well as on WGN Channel 9. If you are outside of that region, that 75-mile region, you will be able to watch on ESPN Plus. So go ahead and check that out. I think you'll have a blast there. We're switching the glasses. And cheers, Chicago Fire and MLS fans. Greatly appreciate you guys taking the moment to kick that like button like a penalty kick and hang out here on Spitting Fire, where we're talking betting, we're getting ready for the MLS match, we're getting ready for Xherdan Shaqiri to take down Orlando and Alexander Patea. It's gonna be awesome, it's gonna be great, exciting to see. I got some starting lineups and stuff already almost ready to go here for you folks. Let me double check the Orlando City's starting lineup as I have it here set up. It's currently situated. Elise in net, Moutinho, Schlegel starting. Where the hell is Schlegel starting? Center back. Okay, he's starting for Jansen, who had a rough week last week, I think. Antonio Carlos, you got Ruan, Patea. Let me double check. There's no Patea? Oh, you're gonna have Urso instead of Patea. All right, in comes Urso. Araujo, Pereira, Michelle, Torres, and Pato. All right, lineup looking good. That going. Game settings, make sure that's set to 20, looking good. Let's double check that. The sound is nice and off there for you fine folks in the chat. I like that stadium ambience. To add something nice to the chat. Let me know if you guys think differently. It keeps a little crowd noise in here. I feel like we're at the match, so to speak. We are about 15 minutes away, 15 to 20 minutes away from match time. Thank you so much for hanging out here on Spitting Fire, where we do MLS and Chicago Fire all the time. Let's get that chat going, guys. Let's get that chat going. Throw some fucking comments on there. Let's go. Get the flames rising to the horizon on the lakefront, outlined by the lake, where we get all of our delicious, fine drinking water from. Red Bull Insider saying, I can't wait. I'm going to try to go to Soldier Field when New York Red Bull play the Fire. It's going to be awesome. I know Red Bull Stadium is a fun place to go. You better believe that Soldier Field in Chicago on the lakefront is one hell of a place to go have fun at. I'm trying to figure that out, folks. Trick of the light, you know, it happens. We'll iron that out as things go on here. Spitting Fire. Really appreciate you guys taking the time. Let's go. Of course, we got some loot if you guys want to check it out. Go onto bonfire.com, look up Spitting Fire. We got the link in the description. You want to go get it. If you want to cop some secret merch, keep it secret, keep it safe. It's only for the real G's. Especially if you want to support the channel, we greatly appreciate here at Spitting Fire. Upwards and onwards. When you rise, I rise. When I rise, you rise. We all rise together. Let's go. We are stronger together. Here, chat. You better believe it. And we're not just Fire fans. We got Red Bull. We got Columbus. We got Columbus fans. We got San Jose fans. We got Toronto fans. We got them all over here at Spitting Fire. We love to bring you guys in, have a little fun with MLS. If you guys want to have a little banter, we can have a little banter, we can have a little fun, you know, get into it. But Red Bull Arena is a nice and beautiful stadium. I like the color scheme in there. Something that they really got right. It made it feel like a home, and it felt proper. It felt like one of the better stadiums in MLS. We've had past MLS players on the show that have played at Red Bull Stadium, and Red Bull Stadium was one of the favorite places to play for some MLS players. Let's get the comments going, guys. Yeah, or Red Bull's right, guys. Let's fire it up. Who do you guys think is going to win today? Who will score the first goal? Alexander Pato over for Orlando? Maybe Shaqiri? Maybe Przybylko? The Polish striker? Do we see Ivanov notching his first goal for the Chicago Fire in way too long? We see Duran coming out, being a substitute right about the 60th minute, and scoring a goal to win it. Do we see a Chicago Fire win? Do we see a tie? I think we've seen enough out of this team to know we're getting a win. If you watch some of the Chicago Fire content that's been coming out lately by the Chicago Fire media team, we got some good captains. 1000%. We've had great captains in the past, but I don't think that those captains had this talent at their disposal. The level of talent that is on this Chicago Fire team in 2022 versus 2018 versus 2017, you're going to see the difference, because that team, 2017, barely made the playoffs. This team is going to make the playoffs and is going to make a run. Of course, I got that poll running in the chat. Looks like 100% picking Chicago Fire. Nobody thinks Orlando has a shot. Quite a few votes in there too. Pato early for Orlando, but Prushaboko with 2 goals. So Pato did score last week. The other thing that we have to worry about this Orlando City team, Michel. He is sneaky good. Who scored? Let's go over to whoscored.com. Great little website, by the way. If you do a little MLS, you want to do a little MLS stats sleuthing, you want to figure some things out, go to whoscored.com. We're going to pull up Orlando City just to take a look at what they did last week against Montreal. They beat George Mihailovic at Montreal. Very surprising, especially because Montreal seems like they're going to be a good team this year. They have so much talent up and down that roster. Orlando City, though, also quite talented. They got a goal out of Michel, an assist from Pereira, their number 10, and a goal out of Alexander Pato, which you need. Will Pato score another goal? Will he continue a consecutive goal-scoring streak? Certainly, it seems possible. He could very easily become on a tear. He's got the talent. He's got the pedigree. Whoa! Sorry there, chat. Bouncing things all around here. And we are about 8 to 15 minutes away from kickoff. Red Bull saying, I'm hyped. I'm actually going to Red Bull Arena next week, and I will be in the supporter section. Check mark. That's the way to do it. Get your voice heard. Get your voice to sing. I don't know what Red Bull songs are, but hopefully they got some good tunes for you guys to sing. A couple good chants. We got some fun stuff over at Chicago Fire. Section 8 and Sector Latino do a damn good job keeping that stadium fun, raucous. I got my puppy. My puppy sneaking around the corner and double check on her, make sure she's okay. Red Bull Arena also saying it's going to be against Minnesota. I think you got to win there. However, Minnesota, quite good. I think they're going to be a good team this year. I don't think they're on the bottom of MLS. I think they're in the middle. Somewhere in that middle tier. Much better than, say, a Cincinnati, a Charlotte. I also wonder... when I'm putting those teams together, that's where you kind of peg Colorado, Real Salt Lake. But yet those teams do well. Surprisingly well sometimes. Colorado last year might not do as well this year. The pundits disagree, though. They thought that Colorado will be better than Montreal. I'm not so sure about that, chat. Red Bull going to be a good team. I really think so, Red Bull. You're going to have fun team to watch there. When we get right into it, New York Red Bulls top of the table right now, boys and girls. 7 goals for, 2 goals against, 6 points in the bag. Red Bull did it. Also, 2 away games. They went to San Jose, destroyed Almeida 3-1. Then they went to Toronto and destroyed Bob Bradley's new Toronto team with his son, Michael Bradley. Very impressive job to be done there by the Red Bulls. Toronto struggling to open up the season. They got a 1-1 tie with Dallas, and then they just got trounced by Red Bulls earlier today. Chicago Fire sitting in 8th place because they have a 1 point out of their tie with Inter Miami. Orlando City just a hair above them. 3 points. Of course, getting their full 3 points out of the match with Montreal. Montreal losing to Philadelphia at the moment, 2-1. Not looking good. Montreal. Almost over there. Did not see that coming. Sons of a Pitch, what's up, brother? What's up, brother Mike? Go check out Sons of a Pitch. I was telling you guys earlier, he's a real G. Go check him out. He's got all the greatest betting advice. You follow him. Let's make some money. Let's go, go, go. It's not all he does. He does MLS. He does previews. He's also got an awesome little hockey channel. Not hockey. It's Toronto Sports Insider. Toronto Sports Insider. If you're into the sports out of Toronto, check it out as well. Chicago fan here. Let's go. Yeah, Red Bull having a hell of a start to the season, guys. Right now, Red Bull running away with those first two games. I mean, 7 goals? What is with that output, Red Bull? Where did that come from? And Mike's got a sore ass right now because, yeah, he's a Toronto fan. Red Bull, man. Guys, what happened in that game? You think so? You think Galaxy's the way to go there? I think the narrative. I'm looking at that narrative, Mike, and I'm afraid to bet that. The smart money goes with LA Galaxy. You go with the team that's been here the last 23 years versus the team that just got founded. But 70,000 fans, that could make some magic happen. That could put a little magic in somebody's legs. You never know. But I might have to follow your advice and put down a quick bet on LA Galaxy to win. I'm going to have to do that. I'm leaning. It just seems like it's smart money. Why would you not? That's like, hey, you want to bet on Steph Curry to hit a three-pointer tonight? Like, do you want to bet on Steph Curry to hit a three-pointer tonight or not? Do you want free money or not? I'm not sure if this is free money, though, because I'm a little scared of that narrative there, Mike. So we're 2-0 and in 2 matches. Come on, you Red Bull. Lewis Morgan is a good effing beast. Watch out for him. Morgan with a hat trick and Aaron Long with a rare goal for him, but he's a stud. Great defender for MLS. I mean, Red Bull are going to be so strong in the back, pretty strong in the front as well. They had a really good team. If I recall correctly, it was their wings that were a bit of the question mark, but top to bottom, they had a team that you don't want to with. Sons of a Bitch saying it's going to be a great atmosphere, but Chicharito will have a big game. Charlotte is rough, man. They're in a rough spot. You know what? I'm gonna go real quick before this game gets going here, folks. I'm gonna double check on the game. And the game's not started. Yep, we got about 8 minutes left till match time, and I am going to get in and do the smart thing. Get some money on Chicharito right now. LA Galaxy to win. I like that. What else can we take? Do we want a goal scorer? Mike, do you think we should take a goal scorer, or do you think we should just take LA Galaxy to win on that? What do you think, chat? It ain't free money, but damn near. I know what you mean. Yeah. But you sold me on that idea. Now the question is, where do we go? Red Bull has a lot of wingers and camps. Yeah, you got some talent there. It's going to allow a competition to happen and hopefully allow the best guy to take over the job. Vamos Orlando saying Jay in the chat. What's up, everybody? Greatly appreciate you guys coming out, hanging out here on Spitting Fire while we get ready for the Chicago Fire versus Orlando match. We're a Chicago Fire fan, but hey, this is a place for all MLS fans. We have fun here. We got an awesome little chat. We got some of the smartest fans in MLS in the chat, subscribing to the chat. Also in the Discord, I got former president and GM of the Chicago Fire in the Discord. So we got some fun and big players around here, boys and girls. You better believe that's what we do here at Spitting Fire. We talk MLS, talk Chicago Fire all the time. So kick that like button like it's a penalty kick and score for MLS on YouTube. Let's destroy these algorithms on YouTube, and let's get into this bet here, Mike. I'm looking at it. Do I just put a little money on LA Galaxy? Maybe I put a little prop on. Oh, Chicharito to have 2 shots on target? That seems likely. I could take that part. Oh, that's not a parlay. Give me a parlay on that, boys and girls. That's what I want. Give me LA Galaxy to win. Give me a shot Team prop. Player prop. I want to score, to shoot. I just want a goal scorer. Not a goal scorer. I just want a shot. No shots I could do. You guys have any advice on this? Maybe I look at corners. Maybe I look at corners like Red Bull was saying. Where's the angle, chat? Let's find it. I only got a few minutes left before this game gets started. Oh no, this is actually far down the line, the Charlotte Galaxy game. We don't have to worry about that. That's until 6:30. But right now, he's starting with the Galaxy dub. Who else do I put on it? I mean, Chicharito is the obvious choice, but do we really see him scoring again? You know what? Let's try and find those over/under goals. Yeah. Let's go to the over/under on goals. Give it to me. Total goals. I'm thinking there's going to be under 4. 4 goals. You guys think LA Galaxy to win? 4 goals in the match. What do you guys think about that? Smart man? Under 4 goals, LA Galaxy. Red Bull saying we got Caden Clark, Omar Fernandez, Frankie Amaya, and of course, Lewis Morgan. Watch out for him, MLS. Galaxy straight up says Mike, okay, I'm gonna take off the complicator, which is the under. I agree with that. Good call. I don't even need to make this a same game parlay. Let's just go right to the line. Pick the Galaxy to win. Let's throw 10 on that. That's confidence right there, boys and girls. Let's just win some money. You got me there, Mike. I'm loving it. I'm confident. How you guys feeling about UFC tonight? I'm so excited, guys. That's UFC. Other than MLS, it's one of my favorite. Bulls, MLS, Chicago White Sox, Chicago Blackhawks, Bears. Those are my jams. Let me make a few things happen here as we get ready for this game to break out. We got Tony Meola and Tyler Terrence already talking about the guys out in the field. We are a few minutes away from kickoff. I know I will get this time running. Let's get that. Let's click that. Where is that? Boom, boom, boom. Cool. I'll be able to wait. So let's double check that. Swipe that. Let's go back. Cool. Hidden. No, we want that off. Let's reset you. I want you start on timer on activation. Yes, start timer and big. Alright, stop. Boom. Reset that. Looking good. Take a look at the guys getting ready on the field. Looks like we are a few minutes away from kickoff here, boys and girls. Let me do some house cleaning, make some things happen. We got score, we got things going on for you. We have the live table up above me. We got the live score to my right that I'll update as goals happen. Right in the middle of that, we'll have the actual time for the match. And on the screen to my left, your right, my left, over here to this right, is a match between, a simulation between the Chicago Fire and Orlando, just to give you a little something to watch, and a little something fun, besides me here to, of course, entertain you throughout the match and get ready for this, guys. Guys, I got a couple things on the docket, got a couple things to tell you about, got some fun stuff in store for you guys today. It's gonna be a special little broadcast. Let's get into it as I get ready to dish out some Chicago Fire action. We got the leads. We got the lay of the land. We're gonna see some shots on net. Let's get this chat turning, boys and girls. Chugging like a train. Take the rag, put a little juice on it, rub it on the car, wax on, wax off. Let's go! Galaxy straight up to win there, and we got Chicago Fire just about ready to kick off, folks. Very exciting here. A little bummed I couldn't go to Soldier Field today, but I'll say this, some major solace to come and hang out with you fine folks here on the live chat as we watch some Chicago Fire Got our beer. We got our drink of choice. Pardon my French. We got our drink of choice. Hopefully you have yours. Make sure you guys stop by the concession stands. Get your nachos. Get your drink of choice and get back here in the front row because we are minutes away from kickoff. Of course, if you have time, run over to your locker, pop it open, get your Chicago Fire track jacket or your team of your choice, and get your match day scarf in there. Put it on. It's match day. Let's go. Jacked up, boys and girls. Click a few things, get some things ready and rolling and rocking and hopping. Can the Chicago Fire hold off the surging Orlando City Lions? Orlando, of course, scored 2 more goals than Chicago Fire so far this season. And they're out on the pitch. This thing's about to kick off. All right, folks. Let me get a few things ready to go. Sitting pretty, looking good. Yeah. Let's go. Red Bull. What odds are you getting on DraftKings for Galaxy? I'm getting 145, plus 140, plus 150 at the moment. DraftKings and FanDuel always seem to be opposite of each other. It's almost like the companies, I feel like the same company runs both, but they don't, because FanDuel is based out of, I believe, Ireland and England and Europe with the UK bet people, and then, or the bet, some bet people, and then DraftKings is based out of America, I believe. But when you look at it, my buddies bet hard on FanDuel, and I'm typically over on DraftKings. It's hard to get in Illinois. You had to go, if you didn't get grandfathered in early on, you had to go travel. All right, I gotta get clicking here. Start it. Boom. All right, match is on there, folks. Match is going. Let's select slides. Let's pull that off. Looking good. I could see chat. Let's make you a little bit smaller. I could see chat, see these things. Nope, looking good, looking good. And let's get that playing. Where you find folks in the chat. Yes, I want to. Please. You may resume the match. 42 seconds, and I see Shaqiri already running. He's over to the right side of number 11, Prishabilko. Chicago Fire right now playing in a defensive 4-4-2. Of course, Ezra preferring the 4-2-3-1 for their attacking motions. But in defense, it looks like Prishabilko and Shaqiri are the head of a 4-4-2. Orlando to throw it in. Player lobs it. Gets it to his back left of winger. Deep inside the Chicago Fire third. And Chicago Fire, Wyatt Ohmsberg playing really well for a backup center back, maybe making a case to becoming a starter in MLS. Knocks the ball out of bounds. Orlando to throw it in. The player holding on to it, looking around. Sizing up the throw. Big throw. He sends it off of the Orlando striker, and Chicago Fire managed to clear, but not far enough. Orlando takes it right back, but it isn't to be because Chicago Fire plays some defense right now on a little bit of an attack, driving into the Orlando third. Pulling back, reassessing, and getting it back to that center back. Now it's Rafa Chicos on the ball. All right, folks, give me 1 second here. I got the wifey calling me. Hey there. Hello. What's going on here? Did I not pick up? All right, folks, give me 1 second here. Double check on the wife. You guys know how it is. I am. Yeah. She's fed. All right. All right. Love you. Bye. Go. What? Happy wife, happy life, boys and girls. the secret. Let's go! Now we got our first corner of the match. It's going to be Orlando curling one in, but it's not going to be good enough. Defense for Chicago Fire burns it off, singes it off, and sends it going the other way. Springing the counter attack now for Chicago Fire out on that right flank for the Chicago Fire. They're doing a little work. Shaqiri on the ball. He's going to try and switch the field, though. Might have a handball over to Navarro, but the ref's going to let it slide because Orlando took it right back. Gets swarmed by a couple Chicago Fire midfielders, and the counter is back on. Playing over to the left side, Fabian Herbers and Navarro, Miguel Navarro, that is, trying to create something. Patea gets a little tripped up when he's going for the ball and loses it. Orlando has the ball now in their own third. Foul by Fabian Herbers on an Orlando player, knocking him down. Ball going back the other way. Fire backing up on their heels. It has been a little bit more Orlando these first couple minutes than it has been Chicago Fire out here on the Coliseum on the lake. Soldier Field. Fire try and play a little defense, kick a little errant ball right back into the Orlando defender. Orlando defender tries to do a little cheeky movement, but the pass is intercepted. Fire breaking the other way. Herbers looking around. Plays it softly back to his left back. The left back trying to thread a pass through to an on-running Xherdan Shaqiri, but it is just going to cross the line before it reaches him and go out of bounds for a Orlando throw. Yeah, I had to. It's wifey. Sorry. Anybody else? Sorry, I'll send you a voicemail, but you guys know the secrets. Happy wife, happy life. That's the secret. Let's go, chat. That's cool with the beep in the background. Thank you, Sons of Pitch. I thought it'd be something fun, something more interesting than just me. Although I know I'm sometimes a lot. I can be a bit of a load. I can be a little bit too much sometimes, and at the same time, I want to offer that to you guys. A little something interesting on the side. Maybe a little bit more interesting to look at than my ugly mug. All the same, if there's anything on the screen that you guys think, needs to change, needs a little work, needs a little updating, let me know. Not afraid of a little critique, a little criticism. Always trying to prove what we have here on Spitting Fire and make this one of the greatest spots on YouTube to come watch Chicago Fire and MLS soccer. Hit that like button, Sons of a Pitch says. I agree. Hit that like button. Kick it like you're going to score a penalty kick at Soldier Field. Blast that into the upper 90. The goalkeeper has no chance when you kick that like button. Meanwhile, it looks like another corner kick here. Oh, no, sorry. It'll be out for a throw at Chicago coming back. Gaga having a furrowed brow. Wanting this ball to go back the other way. Cheeky Shaqiri shows some of that skill. Creates a little space for himself. Swings the ball to the other side of the pitch. And we have a Chicago Fire break on the other side. The right back threads the ball to the striker. But he just doesn't have enough touch to corral the pass. And it ambles and it clatters away. Time to go cook dinner and get ready for my live. Oh, heck yeah, check out Sons of Charlotte. I'll be checking that out. Charlotte and LA at 6:30. And of course, after that, Sons of Pitch, we got UFC tonight, 9 p.m. Going to be an amazing card. Masvidal versus Covington. Oh, yeah. Let's go. So it's going to be a huge game and huge night, guys, tonight. We have Chicago Fire. At 6:30, you got Sons of Pitch showing Charlotte and LA. Doing LA and Charlotte action for the Charlotte's home debut to 70,000 fans. It's going to be exciting. After that, around 9 o'clock, you'll have UFC 272. What a night of action do we have in store for us. Make sure you guys get your bets in. Mike recommending LA Galaxy taking that positive money. Seems like smart money. I think that is a good play. I went and put $10 on myself. Of course, guys, hopefully I don't need to say this too often, but can't gamble, don't. If you can't afford it, don't. You live through vicariously through us. Have fun. We'll get there. But at the same time, you got gamble responsibly. 1-800-gambling if you have a problem or if you think somebody has a problem. Blah blah blah. Just, with this stuff, most of us can handle it, but sometimes some people need help. That's in anything in life, and all we can do, support our brothers and sisters, make them better, help and let them help us make ourselves better, and upwards and onwards together. Chicago, Christopher Alvarado saying, I'm in the soccer game. You're at the Fire game right now? Woo! How's that crowd? How's Sector Latino and Section 8 holding it down for everybody? Woo! You probably can't hear me. How is Section 8 and Sector Latino holding it down for the crowd? DJ Step with some sick beats. Yes, we support all our Chicago Fire brethren here on the channel. Now let me get back into the game. Always get excited here. Gasolina with a kick. 9 minutes and 12 seconds on the clock. Gasolina with a goal kick. He blasts it. Midfielder shuffles around for it, manages to get ahead on actually that was Kasper Przybyłko, the striker. Tall man extraordinaire. But it doesn't lead to good enough possession. Orlando take the ball right back. But Gaston Jimenez steps up, intercepts, and gets in the passing lane, sending that ball out of bounds for an Orlando throw-in. Greatly appreciate you guys all in the chat hanging out, watching some Chicago Fire Orlando match. Of course, I insist you guys pull up the match yourself on CF97, Chicago Fire's own website, or on live TV on WGN Channel 9, or on ESPN Plus if you're outside of the 75-mile radius and you're not able to watch on CF97 or WGN. Anybody in the United States should be able to watch Chicago Fire versus Orlando on anyone on ESPN Plus if they're not around Chicago. Got some people on the ground here. The Orlando player hops back up, but a Chicago player on the ground, grasping his back, not happy, in pain. I think it's Fabian Herbers. It was. Big kick. Big kicks from both players. The Orlando defender kicks Fabian Herbers underfoot, like underneath the foot, and just blasts it. I don't know if it's a foul. I don't know what you do here. I guess you just let the play go and continue on for a corner sometimes, and that's what's going to happen. Schlegel, of course, with that hit. Here comes Shaqiri with a left-footed corner, boys and girls. Left-footed corner from Shaqiri. Curls it in, bounces off one of the Fire players, and right now it starts off a counter for Orlando. Oh, big foul. He's going to get a card. You might get kicked out here, Fabian Herbers. Fabian Herbers comes back and destroys the Orlando player and gets a yellow card. Deserved yellow card. I almost think you could have given a red card, a straight red card for what I just saw, and he's on my team. And I like Fabian Herbers, and I also really like his podcast. Check it out. He does a podcast with Julian Gressel. Find them on Twitter. The foul looked fast and aggressive and very violent, but when you go into the replay, it seems that aggression and violence was made more so by the Orlando player by the way he flopped. He did get hit. He did take some damage. Fabian Herbers came in trying to take him out. Orlando player really helped sell it. Not saying he didn't get hit though. He definitely got hit and ripped up there. Just saying it made it look a little more violent than it maybe was. Still, Fabian Herbers probably deserves a yellow card there. Not going to debate against that. Oh, could be a handball. Oh, he does. Gaston Jimenez begging for the handball. How did you not see it, referee? Well, his back, Araujo had his back to the referee, and he's going to call the foul on Jimenez instead because Jimenez kicks him in the thigh. Chicago Fire playing rough. They're playing rough. They really want this. Orlando playing a little bit of a cleaner game, but Chicago Fire want this. You could sense it. Chicago Fire playing with a little bit of some heat. Orlando out on that left wing for Chicago Fire. Challenging, trying to get past the middle third, create something. A throw in to Orlando. Finally puts it in, gets it to number 5. Rolls it to the center midfielder, takes a long shot, and it's going to go out of bounds. About 5 yards wide of the keeper. Doesn't really trouble Gaga Slonina that much. Gaga Slonina offers a rock-like furrowed eyebrow and is about to kick this goal kick as we are in the 13th minute and 42nd second. Gaga telling everybody, go up, go up. I got a plan here. Players, of course, listening. Gaga, only 17 years old and one of the best MLS goalkeepers. Pretty impressive work there for the young American. Ends up on an Orlando player's head, but Chicago Fire managed to get control of possession. Moving into the middle third for Orlando, it's Fabian Herbers on the ball. Turns around, looks back at his defense, finds Rafa Chicos. Rafa Chicos in his own zone, spreads it out to Wyatt Olmsberg. Wyatt Olmsberg looking up, trying to find someone who could thread it to. Finds no one. Tips it back to Gaga. Gaga boots it out of bounds. Got a little nervous there. Ezra saying, it's all right. Don't worry about it. Let's pick it back up. Ezra sitting back down, putting his hands in his pocket, hoping that the boys, the men in red, figure something out here and get a goal on Orlando. Orlando playing some triangles. Chicago Fire able to retrieve the ball, however, and Patea looking around. Finds his defender. Olmsberg having to do some work. Doing some tricky work. Gets the ball up, and Fire earn themselves a throw-in out on that right flank. Throw-in comes in. Shaqiri on the ball right now, playing some 1-2 work with Ivanov. But they lose the ball. Counter coming. Counter is nipped in the bud by some great defense by Mauricio Pineda. Pineda on the ball. Reds it back to Rafa Chicos. Rafa Chicos steps up into the zone for Orlando now. Now it's Navarro on that left back side. Gets it to the left winger and Fabian Herbers. Herbers puts it into the shin pads of the Orlando right back. And it rebounds all the way back to the Fire defense. Fire taking back control of the ball. Moving in now on the right flank. Tries to get a cross in. Low cross on the ground. Doesn't make it to the striker. And Araujo manages to clear the ball for Orlando. The attendance looks good. I know that they were supposed to have about 22,000, 25,000 or so. I'm seeing a lot of filled seats. I'm hearing a lot of good noise. And there's Jimenez. The veteran DP for Chicago Fire, of course, trying to make amends for his previous year. A down year, by all means. This year, it seems he's reinvigorated himself and is a refocused player. Chicago Fire getting pressured here by Orlando. Orlando gets it into the middle, but the striker at the penalty spot is not able to corral the busy pass and loses it. Gaga Slonina scoops up the loose ball. Dangerous moment there for Orlando. And now Chicago Fire breaking into the zone. Navarro gets a big cross off, finds it in the middle, gets it to the striker. The striker just puts it out of bounds. Just misses. It's going to be a corner because the defender got there in the nick of time. Prevent Kasper Przbilko from getting any amount of wood on that ball. And it will be a corner kick to Chicago Fire. Shaqiri to take another left-footed corner. He spirits it in. Fire player gets kicked, and they're gonna take a big pass, a big shot from the back. Oh my gosh, the goalkeeper had to do work. Pedro Galiz having to leap up to his left, manages to get a paw on that ball. Sekulic wondering how that ball did not go in the net. It was an absolute laser rocket burner. I'm sorry, it was actually Ivanov with a well-placed shot curled right towards the goalkeeper. Pedro had to just stand up, jump tall, put his paws up, and get that going and knock that ball out for another Chicago Fire corner kick. The Leafs not happy with his defense as asking them to tighten it up. Now here comes Xherdan Shaqiri from the right corner this time, but still a left-footed corner. And it doesn't make it through the defender for Orlando, knocks it out of bounds. We're going to see another corner kick. So if you bet corner kicks like Red Bull was suggesting, maybe not a bad play there. Good call, Red Bull. I was thinking that there would be a lot of corners at Soldier Field. Player complaining to the ref. An Orlando player. Orlando saying, hey, okay, it's me. I'll calm down. Ref saying, you better calm down. Greatly appreciate you guys hanging out, watching some Chicago Fire with us. As always, I try not to ask too much, but if you guys kick that like button like it's a penalty kick, and consider subscribing to Spitting Fire, it would utterly delight us. And also, it helps destroy the YouTube algorithms, burns it down in the favor of the great Chicago Fire and MLS. We all rise together. We are stronger together, MLS fans. Let's go and let's take over YouTube. Now on the right wing, Orlando trying to take the ball back. Oh, Navarro getting into the face of the Orlando right back. He's playing with some chippiness, playing with some anger, playing with a little bit of emotion, but playing with a fiery passion that befits a Chicago Fire player. Gaston Jimenez trying some tricky business. Oh, his brain got ahead of his body there, but it will be enough to draw the foul. Junior Urso yelling at the ref. The referee getting tired of it. Gaston Jimenez picks himself back up. Not looking rattled at all. Rafa Chicos gets it to Patea. Finds its way back to White Olmsberg. Right now in the center of the two center backs is Gaston, playing far back. Finds Shaqiri. Shaqiri gets aggressive. The ball trickles on through for Fabian Herbers, but it's just going to go out of bounds. Will the referee call the corner that Fabian Herbers is begging for, saying that the Orlando player just touched the ball? Don't think it did. But the ball is back out of bounds already. Going to be a throw-in for Orlando out on that out on their right side, the Fire's left flank. Fire fouled Junior Urso, but they're not going to call it. He's going to have to pick himself up the ground. He's looking around, can't believe it. Fire saying, that wasn't a foul, man. We're playing on. Chicos gets to Olmsberg. Gaston now pushed up a little bit higher. Olmsberg finds Patea. Patea takes a touch too much. And the Orlando player is able to capitalize on the heavy touch, poking it away. Patea boots it out of bounds. It's going to be an Orlando throw. Comes in, though. Quickly intercepted by the Fire. Patea makes up for that mistake by intercepting it. Now it's coming back the other way. A big long shot from Gaston Jimenez, but does not get a lot of mustard on that hot dog. And Pedro Galiz just has to dive off to his right, do a little bit of work, and the ball's going back the other way with Orlando in possession. Gaston Jimenez says, I ain't having that, though. Sticks his leg in front of that ball's trajectory, sends it backwards. Fire now with the ball and the throw-in for Sekulic. Shovels it in. Goes right to the Orlando players, though, and they are quickly turning and heading the other way. Flips it into the corner, but it's going to go out of bounds for a goal kick. Chico steps up, surveys the field, threads a pass right between 3 different Orlando defenders, finds his man, but the touch wasn't there. It's going to go out of bounds. Gaston once again intercepting the ball. It's finding those spots to get inside of those passing lanes. Gaston Jimenez playing very well defensively today. '23rd minute, 43 seconds. And we got an Orlando player picking himself off the ground. Like he got whacked by a Fire player. Chico's commanding the back line, looking around, keeping everybody on their toes and on the same page. Looking good there, Captain Chicos. There's more of that Chicago 4-4-2 or a Chicago 4-4-1 in defense, of course, versus Orlando. It's doing work. It's working. Chico steps up with a great interception, tries to get Herbers, but Araujo comes up with his own little interception, but Herbers doing some second, third, and fourth effort. And in that effort, kind of creates a chance for Pato. Now on the breakaway, having to deal with Navarro. Navarro shoves him. And I don't know. Navarro's got to watch it. He's a little chippy right now. It looked like he gave Pato a little bit of a shove there while he was in the zone, but is going to go out for a Chicago Fire goal kick. Some aggression there on Navarro. I like it, but be smart. Be smart there, Navarro. Smart with your risk taking. Gaga Sonina taking a look at the crowd. Soldier Field, a packed 2 half lower bowls is what I'm seeing here, folks. Not getting a true glimpse of the top third, Soldier Field, but a big boot from Gaga. Looked like he slipped there. Actually looked like he slipped. And the ball did not go that far as well as it typically does either. Pretty interesting to note that Soldier Field grass not looking too great right now. Gaga probably a little slippery after that. Ball goes back in the corner. It's going to go back out for a goal kick. Gaga going right back for that spot, unrattled. Looking around. Trying to find somebody. Here it comes. Oh, and Gaga ladles it to the Orlando defender. Something going on. It is even a shorter kick this time. Doesn't even make it to half. Something going on with Gaga's boot right here. I really don't think that it's him. I think that it's the pitch. The grass is a little loose there on that right side of the net there. He might have to change side. Connor McCabe checking in. Connor! Crew game is at halftime. Let's check in on the crew here. Let's double check on how that's going on with versus Almeida, Columbus Crew, and San Jose. 1-1 at halftime. Wow. Did not expect that. Really kind of expected Almeida and San Jose Earthquakes to start to wilt. But if they could come out and put a couple games, throw out a couple results like this, then it's understandable why they're retaining Almeida at this time. Do you think they're going to pull off the win, though, Connor? Do they have enough? Oh, wow. Right now, the referee is getting the business from one of the Orlando players who's very upset. Gaga going right back to that right spot, saying, hey, I'm not too worried about Gaga. I don't know if you should. If you slip, I'm nervous about it. Let's see what happens. Okay, there we go. It's back. The boot is back. He found it. Guys, you gotta think, Gaga's a 17-year-old, kicks at the half field regularly. That's impressive. How you feeling about the Crew there, Connor? Do you think that the Crew are going to take this game against Almeida? Love you. Got the wife checking in. Just taking the puppy with her. And now for a little bit, we'll catch them up in a little bit later. Shaqiri with the ball, breaks down that right side inside of Orlando's zone, but they're going to lose the ball. Ball goes out off of a Chicago Fire player. Here comes the throw in for Orlando on the Orlando's right flank, the Chicago Fire's left. Right back puts it back to his left center back. Left center back playing very well. He had Team of the Week honors last week. Of course, talking about Carlos. Played very well against Georgi Mihailovic's team. Jordan Shaqiri trying to draw a foul or a corner kick. Not going to do either. It's going to go out for a goal kick. But he gets picked up by the Orlando player. It's good sportsmanship. Always good to see. Like to see that. Soft penalty was given to San Jose. Crew press was fantastic after a Lucas Zelarayan golazo from Zelarayan. Zelarayan is a hell of a player. Disappointed to hear about that soft penalty because I have Crew penciled in to win everywhere. I just don't see it. I just don't see it with San Jose and Almeida with his current body language. I just don't know. And I also just feel like it's a matter of time until he gets canned. Chicago Fire to throw it in. That's not Fed Navarro. It's Miguel Navarro to throw it in. Lobs it. Does not find his own player, and he's going to knee the Orlando player in the back. Does not get called for a foul. Great defense by Chicos, who steps up, but the ball gets intercepted when he tries to play it on to Gaston Jimenez. Now, launching the counter for the other team, it's Orlando. Switches the field, but they quickly get taken out by the Chicago Fire. Tries to thread a pass through. Nobody home. Just misses the outstretched foot of Kasper Przemilko, who was not in a goal-scoring area by any means, but still may have had the ability to help create a little bit more than what that was. Uh-oh, Orlando looking a little bit nervous here, trying to get the ball up. Chicago Fire having to scratch back, running back. Navarro goes to his leg, goes to his knees, doesn't do much. Orlando still on the ball, now on the right flank of the Chicago, inside of their own Chicago third. Number 10 crosses the field, but Ivanov with the defensive stick gets it to Pineda, and the counter is launched for Chicago. Now on that right flank for Chicago Fire, Pineda driving into the Orlando zone. Can't find Shaqiri. Shaqiri ladles a pass through to Herbers. Herbers gets taken out by Pedro Galice, puts a shot on, a light lob through, and it looks like they might call a foul. I'm not sure what the foul is going to be or on who the foul will be called on. Fabian Herbers looks to have maybe drawn it. Shaqiri with an excellent ladle pass through. Looks like Herbers manages to keep onside. For Przemilko, of course, off. We shall see. It's going to go to VAR. And it's ringing in. I'm waiting for the call to come through as the referees are also waiting. Pedro Galice is on the ground grimacing after that big knock he took by Fabian Herbers. Him and Fabian Herbers and Pedro Galice, of course, clattering bodies. Yeah, it looks like Herbers might be off unless that far left back somehow managed to keep him on. And watching this assistant referee closely, seeing if we could learn anything from his action or his body language. Pedro Galice not happy. It's going to be a foul, or it'll be offsides against the Chicago Fire. Ball coming out now. Orlando. About 15 minutes, 12 to 15 minutes left. Przybyłko picks it up. Wow, the wind gusts are strong in Chicago. There is a piece of napkin flying across the field. A big cross comes in over the top. Fabian Herbers can't find it. The Orlando defender did manage to find it. Gets it up there. Pedro Galice finds it, locates it in the air, jumps up, gets hands on it, and punts that ball. Patea manages to draw the foul from Chicos, and we have a little stoppage of play here at the 33rd minute and 15 seconds. Rafa Chicos, of course, smirking. Patea smiling, happy to get the call. Ezra Hendrickson sitting down, wiping his face, getting ready, trying to urge his men in red on to a win. Connor saying, I can see halftime adjustments being made and that Columbus scores a few more goals in the second half. San Jose is only playing with 10 due to a red card. So that is going to put a lot of trouble in the San Jose zone. They're going to be underwater most of the second half, you would have to think. And Columbus has the quality and the ability and the coaching know-how to be able to instruct their players in order to be able to find a way to get a win against San Jose. Of course, Ezra Hendrickson, having coached with Caleb Porter last season. Chicago Fire's current coach was an assistant coach for the Columbus Crew. He also coached for Seattle and LA Galaxy. Ezra Hendrickson was named the 10th full-time head coach in Chicago Fire history on November 20th, 24th, 2021. With more than 25 years of domestic experience, Ezra Hendrickson joined the Fire with a proven track record of success from MLS, winning 15 major trophies as a coach and player. We're very excited about what Coach Ezra Hendrickson brings over here. And of course, I know that you Orlando fans are excited about Oscar Pareja. Pretty darn decent coach himself. Oscar Pareja, before his time in Mexico, Oscar Pareja was named the Orlando City head coach back in 2019, joining the Lions from Club Tijuana of Liga MX, in a stint that followed his accomplished tenure at FC Dallas, where he was a great coach for a long time. Of course, we do our work here, we do our homework here at Spitting Fire. Get ready for these matches. Try and give you guys something fun, something entertaining, something that you want to pick up, grab, take a bite out of, maybe put down, behold it, love it, pick it up, consume it, eat it, and love it. And just let it sit in your stomach, have a nice drink, and enjoy yourselves. That's what we do here. Orlando, what is with these 0-0 score lines going into the 36th minute? Chicago Fire. I know we're only 2 games of the season, but this is 2 games too many. Come on. Let's get some goals here. Can we get some goals? That's all I'm asking. 36 minutes and 37 seconds. Orlando on the ball, trying to drive into the Chicago Fire zone, but he's going to turn around. Gets it to that Orlando left back, pressured by Sekulic. Sekulic was not fooled. Took a great defensive risk there. Ends up with the ball. Aggressive pass to Przybyłko, but Pedro Galice will be there to collect it. Przybyłko puts his hands up in recognition, saying, good attempt. Right now, Orlando on the counter. Threads the ball through to that center midfielder. Gets it out to that right midfielder, or the right back rather. Right back breaking through. Navarro playing very aggressive. And it looks like he's going to end up with the ball. Great little aggressive play by Navarro. Finds Rafa Chicos, calm head, and the ball is going to go out of bounds off of a deflecting off the Orlando player, and it will be a Fire throw-in. A little deep in their own zone, a little deep in their own third, but there's Oscar Pareja for the Lions. Shouting some instructions, trying to get his Lions going. Przybyłko flicks it over to Gaston. Gaston ladles it over above him, a little sombrero, and then Ohmsberg is manages to find Patea. Ivanov threads it through to Shaqiri. Shaqiri now breaking on that right wing, looking for some help. Breaks back into the inside, gets a big cross off. It's going to the back post of Patea. Patea gets it back to Prishabilko. Nobody there. Nobody there. Just two Fire players, but they were behind three different Orlando players. A decent chance there for Chicago Fire, but nobody was on the end of it. Good idea by Mauricio Pineda to try and put that ball right back in front of the front six, on that 6-yard line in front of goal, as he was off to the side. But while his imagination and creativity was there, the two other Chicago Fire strikers were not on the same page. So we are still scoreless here on the lakefront. Orlando starting a bit of a counter. Still inside of their own zone. Even the weak player, Araujo, on the ball. Carlos. Araujo is a center defensive middle. And quickly the Chicago Fire Chicos springs them. The big interception is running aggressively up the left flank, trying to create the attack. But Shaqiri is not able to connect with them. He was getting too much pressure from the Orlando center defensive mid, and the ball is going to fly out of bounds for a throw-in to Orlando. Orlando with the ball deep in their own zone, tries to get it up to the midfield. The midfielder loses it. Pineda taking over, finds Shaqiri. Shaqiri's drawing the foul. Shaqiri just might have pushing this guy, saying, "Hey, man, hey, no, you don't wave your finger. No. Hey, okay." They figured it out. Okay, good. Schlegel, get a little too. Hey, Schlegel, I don't need you wagging your finger in Shaqiri's face. I don't mind you picking him up, helping player up, but don't go wagging your finger in another guy's face, all right? Unless you're Dikembe Mutombo. That's the only player who might be able to get away with it. Dikembe. No. Shaqiri, looking a little angered, talking to the ref, getting close, saying, "Hey, hope you're watching that. I don't like that." He spiked him in the back and kicked him in the back of the knee. How many times do you gotta foul him? Schlegel? Shaqiri setting some motion, sending some signals, trying to get a little bit of movement out of the Chicago Fire front that is in the penalty spot while he takes a good free kick, gets it off. Pineda trying to drive, gets it to Prisbilko. Prisbilko runs into the corner inside of the third for Orlando, but the ball is going to go out of bounds off of an Orlando player for a Chicago Fire throw in. Prisbilko with that 6'4" height. Hopefully we can get a goal out of him. He wants to impress for Chicago Fire fans. Playing with the ball, big cross comes in. Prishabilko finds Herbers. Herbers has to turn around, gets a shot off on his left foot, sends a Pedro Galiz diving to his left to force a save. The shot was not very violent, but it did do enough to. It was going to be on net. It was on net. It was going in goal. Pedro Galiz had to do something there. Pace was not on that shot though. Weak foul though. Poke Chase saying, "Come on, weak foul." And now we're heading back the other way. Chicago Fire trying to launch another counterattack. Goes right back to Pedro Galiz. Pedro says, "Here, center back, you take it." Center back says, "Here, team of the week center back, you take it." Gets it over to the right back. Right back looking around, surveying the field. Reds a pass through to a center attacking midfielder, the number 10. Trying to make something happen. Pato now on the ball. Pato looks inside, finds a guy who's going to take a shot, bounces off of Ohmberg's shin pads away. Orlando still on the ball, gets it to the far right corner. The right back is going to send in a big long lob pass. Bouncing, clears over all players, no threat of a header. And it goes out of bounds for Chicago Fire throw-in. 3 minutes left in the half here, barring stoppage time. What's up, Red Bull Insider? You're back. Thanks for hanging out here, boys and girls. Love that you guys hang out here on Spinning Fire. Greatly appreciate it. We got a little upgrade to the poll I'm running. Who will win at Soldier Field tonight? Of course, chat mostly thinking Chicago Fire win, but we have 30% saying Orlando City will come up with a win. Of course, I didn't even put out a tie option, even though we had a tie last game. I just think the Chicago Fire are going to win this. Here comes Patea with the aggression, finds the right back, but it is going to be Navarro who slides down, clears it. Chico's giving him a little congratulations, saying, good job, boy, good job. Let's go. Navarro getting a little chippiness in him. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of the young left back for the Chicago Fire. Keeping his head on his shoulders, swiveling him around, trying to out-muscle the Orlando players. Pineda giving his own nudges to Patea. The number 10 Pereira for Orlando to take it in. Right-footed corner. Here it is. Up in the air. Falls harmlessly to the ground. Chicago Fire are going to clear it out, but it's not going to get far enough. Chicago Fire having to do a bit more work to clear it. And the work has been completed. Orlando now with the ball out on the fringe of the Chicago Fire zone, trying to break back in. Gets it over to the right winger. Right winger looking inside. Patea, though, had just shifted a little too much, and Ohmsberg manages to clear the ball. Counter for the Chicago Fire on that right side. Jimenez looking for some help, gets it to Chicos. Chicos is just so smart with the way he plays that ball. And his aggression and the way he takes it. Ivanov, having switched wings with Herbers, is now out on that left wing. And Ivanov looks to have pushed the Orlando player down. Ref coming over to make sure everything's okay, all kosher, and it's going to be a goal kick. No cards, no nothing. What's going on in the game here? It's been ho-hum. I got to say, as far as the 0-0 scoreline, last week at Inter Miami, I feel like I had a few more moments of excitement in the first 45 compared to this first 45. However, Orlando seems like a very capable opponent. Seems a little bit stronger than Inter Miami. And at that said, I also think Chicago Fire is stronger than Inter Miami. They just couldn't come up with the game. The win last match. Of course, last match was at Inter Miami. This match is at Soldier Field. And you got the fans there willing the Fire onto a win. We have 1 minute left to stoppage time. Ohmsberg sends up a huge pass. Aggressive. Good idea, but both Shaqiri and Prishabilka were just behind the idea. Falls harmlessly. Pedro Galice picks it up. Starts the counter. About 20 seconds left. And it looks like Shaqiri earns himself a foul. Tackling the Orlando player like he's Brian Urlacher. Tackling Donovan McNabb. Pedro Galice trying to clear the ball out with his team of the week center back. A couple seconds left, and the referee has blown for halftime. We are entering the half 0-0. Chicago Fire and Orlando scoreless on the lakefront of Chicago. Greatly appreciate all you fans in the chat hanging out here on Spitting Fire while we watch and enjoy this live stream of the Chicago Fire match on a few different places. You got CF97 Live, you got WGN Channel 9, and you have ESPN Plus. Gago Sonino going for his second clean sheet. Let's get it, boys. Hopefully the Chicago Fire could come out and get a few goals in this next half. I'm going to take a little bit of break here. Be sure to hang out here. We'll be back for the second half. We'll be back in a few minutes. Just got to take a little bathroom break and go to the restroom. Get ready for the second half. Get a new drink. Check out the locker. Check out the concession stands. Get a new set of nachos. Get some new cheese on those nachos, whatever else you want to, and get ready for the second half. Greatly appreciate all of you guys hanging out here on Spitting Fire. Let's get back. We'll see you guys back in a few minutes. Greatly appreciate you guys. Of course, always kick that like button, subscribe to Spitting Fire, and hit that bell icon. See you back in a few moments. right, chat, we're back. Waiting for a couple more minutes before the Chicago Fire get this game back going in the second half. How are all your bets doing this week? Want to know. We're curious to hear. Also, how you guys doing this week? Are you excited for the Chicago Fire finally back at Soldier Field? The season is finally here. We've been waiting for so long for MLS to kick off. And it's back, baby! You better believe it's back. Thank you for hanging out here and making sure MLS is back on Spitting Fire. As always, kick that like button like it's a corner kick. And you're Shaqiri, and you're gonna score from the corner. As always, subscribe to Spitting Fire if you already have. It would utterly delight us. And as always, ring that bell icon like you're trying to let Chicago know. Hey, MLS. MLS. It's here. It's the best. It's awesome. Get over here and watch a little MLS on Spitting Fire. Greatly appreciate all you guys that come over here and watch with us. It's so fun. You guys make it fun. You guys are my color commentary. I might be play-by-play, but you guys are my color commentary analysts. The best in the game. And thanks for hanging out here on Spitting Fire as we journey to become the greatest YouTube live stream sports or for whatever. You don't even have to put an asterisk on that. You guys know. All you guys that are already here, you guys know that we have something special here. More people are finding out too. I've been reading the comments. I've been getting some comments on old videos from some old fans saying, hey, popping back out of the woodwork, saying, hey, good to be here. Good to see you. Glad you've been producing like you have. Still halftime here. Let's do a little check around MLS. Why don't we? New England, of course, beat Dallas at home 1-0. New York Red Bulls upset Toronto at home. At Toronto's home, 4-1. Sporting Kansas City beats Houston Dynamo at home. Montreal loses at home to Philadelphia Union earlier today, 2-1. Montreal off to an 0-2 start after looking like a pretty darn good team. You don't see why I think that they're a good team. I'll show you why. So FIFA Montreal. Club de Foot. Got Romelu Kyoto up top. George Mihailovic is their cam. Joaquin Torres as a right-sided cam. Zachary Brault-Gillard. Samuel Piet. Victor Wanyama in that midfield. Matthew Choiniere. Kamal Miller. Joel Waterman. Alistair Johnston. And James Pantemis. Maybe not so strong there in goal, but this whole rest of this lineup in Club de Foot Montreal, quite good. So the fact that they're off to an 0-2 start, pretty surprising. However, they played some good teams. Orlando City being one of them, the current Chicago Fire opponent. And of course, their opponent today, Philadelphia Union. San Jose losing at home to Columbus 2-1. Chicago 0-0 at halftime. Vancouver 0-0 at halftime with New York City in Vancouver. Cincinnati at home 0-0 with DC United at halftime. Nashville up 1-0 in Minnesota's house at halftime. Colorado up 1-0 against Atlanta. Colorado at home trying to make a comeback and to make everybody remember why they're so good. Atlanta, of course, quite good team themselves. Real Salt Lake tied with 0-0. Looks like that game is just kicking off. Game's about to kick off here, folks. So let me get that prepared. Waiting for it. Referee's looking at his watch. Boom, and we're off. Kick off for the second half. Let me do a little bit of entering here. Can I do that? No, I can't. Okay. Whatever. Second half here at Chicago Fire and Orlando kick off. You got Boris Sekulic on the screen, looking all around. Right now, Orlando inside of the Chicago half with a throw-in. Patea was coming for it, but it got intercepted by Shaqiri. Fire trying to fight off Orlando for control of it here in the middle of the Fire third, Fire half. Orlando comes out the victors right now, trying to make something happen. The center midfielder looks outside to his left back. Left back gets it inside of the number 10. Number 10 takes a shot, but it looks like it's Robbie Gold. No, it looks like it's somebody else. Some other kicker. I don't know. Give me Harrison Butker. Kicking it wide of the uprights. 0-0 is still the scoreline. I don't believe there were any changes here for the second half. Let me double check that real quick. Second half kicking off, no changes. There we go. Orlando take the ball, going on attack, but it's getting flipped the other way as Gaston Jimenez kicks a little sombrero kick. Sends it back towards Orlando's half. Jimenez tried some cheeky business here, draws the foul. It is good enough to draw that foul. Orlando not looking happy with that call. Gaston Jimenez, though, looking pretty pleased with himself. Pochi saying time for City to break hearts. I hope not. I know, Poke Chase, it sounds like you're a City fan. Good luck to you. You guys looking good this season, especially after that win against Georgia Mihailovic. Really like them for this season, but you know, you start hot, you can collect some points, you can make some noise early. It's all about collecting points early as you can, make those playoffs. Rapachico's on the ball, surveys the field, finds Casper Prishablico, but it is just short of the marauding 6'4" striker. The goalie gathers himself, gets it out to the right center back. MLS Team of the Week, man, finds the right back looks inside. Inside man pulls back to the center back. Defenders playing with the ball, trying to push it into the Chicago Fire zone. And the pass is taken away. Gaston Jimenez breaking for the Fire. Looks to try and find Fabian Herbers on that left wing side, but the ball is intercepted by Orlando, coming right back to the Chicago's face. But now it's Sekulic's turn to return the favor, and Chicago are coming right back. A cross comes in from Shaqiri really quickly. Prishablico was not able to figure it out. Fire still have the ball. Shaqiri does a little cheeky movement and earns a corner kick. Of course, the stat is typically between every 1 and 11 or 1 and 13 quarter kicks is a goal. I think we're at 5 or 6 here for the Chicago Fire. By the way, everybody, thank you so much for joining us here on Spitting Fire as we watch along this game. Hopefully you guys have this game pulled up on one of the many choices. You got CF97 over on the Chicago Fire's own website if you're within 75 miles. I don't know how VPNs work. So there's that. You also have WGN Channel 9 in Chicago, and you also have ESPN Plus if you're outside of the limits of being able to get WGN 9 or channel CF97 over on Chicago Fire's website. So you can watch along with us, put your comments in the chat, and let us know your assessment and analysis of the game, because you guys are my color analysts. I'm just the play-by-play. Right now, Orlando trying to draw a foul. Referee saying, calm down, calm down. Cool it off. All right, fans, we got the lake right there. If you guys need to jump in and take a polar plunge, let's go. The left center back gets it back to Team of the Week center back, and all of a sudden, Chicago Fire intercept the ball, but it's going to go out for a goal kick. Patea looking for the next man up. Who's it going to be from the Orlando Lions? He's already looking to the bench. Looks like somebody is being keyed up to play in the next few minutes here. 50th minute and 32nd seconds or so. Shaqiri does a great pass to a running Ivanov. Ivanov manages to try and draw the throw in, but it actually bounces off his foot at the last second, creating an Orlando throw in. Unfortunate there for the Chicago Fire right winger. Really trying to make something happen. Now it's Gaston Jimenez. Finds Shaqiri playing a little 1-2 ball. Shaqiri gets it back to Jimenez. Takes a long shot, but that long shot looks like it was hit by my grandmother. Gaston, do not. Gaston, what was that? That was a soft shot. I don't know what you guys in the chat think of that, but he lets off a soft shot at the goalkeeper. Barely troubles Pedro Galiz, and he's able to send it the other way. And the first sub is coming in. It's going to be Tesho coming in for Benji Michel out in that left wing. Tesho Akindele. Akindele coming, looks like, to play left winger or maybe shift Pato. We'll know in a few moments here. Michel, of course, a goal scorer from last week against Club de Foot Montreal in that big win. So surprising that he gets subbed here at the 50th minute or so. Chicago Fire now with the throw in. Sport Sekulic looking for some assistance. Shaqiri makes a run at him, but it's going to be Ivanov. Ivanov manages to draw the Orlando defender to him, who pokes the ball out of bounds for another Chicago Fire, getting deeper inside of the Orlando zone. Finds Shaqiri. Shaqiri nads it on to the path of Ivanov. Ivanov tries to ladle it into the center of the field, but it just runs into the head of an Orlando player out of bounds. Another throw for the Chicago Fire. A cheeky pass from Shaqiri gets into Boris Sekulic. Boris Sekulic finds Prishabilko. Prishabilko tries to play 1-2 ball with Sekulic. Sekulic is pulled down by Schlegel. And a foul is awarded. The whistle is blown. Chicago Fire will have a free kick about 22 to 20 yards away from the left post of Pedro Galiz. At the top of the 18, Shaqiri probably the one to take it. Got a few different players for the Chicago Fire lined over the ball currently. Gaston Jimenez, but it looks like it's all Shaqiri. Gaston's more of a trickster. Don't shoot this, Gaston. Please let Shaqiri have this. Shaqiri! He takes the ball. It bounces off the head of the Orlando wall. Right back at Shaqiri, who runs with the ball towards the out of bounds, trying to create a cross, but the touch is just a little too much, and it goes out of bounds. Goal kick for Orlando. Decent attempt there out of Chicago. Very exciting stuff from Shaqiri. If he just got that guy's over the head of that guy on the wall, that was going to be very troubling for Pedro Galiz. Orlando working over to the right wing now. They're pressuring Chicago. They break into their own Chicago's third. Gets a cross off and goes to the back post. Gaga doesn't hold on to the first ball, but manages to recollect himself, catches his own rebound, and then lays it off to a Chicago Fire to start off a slow, momentous attack forward. Gets it to Rafa Chicos, driving it forward. Unperturbed by the Orlando defense, he gets very far. Works its way over to the right side with Boris Sekulic Now playing 1-2 ball with Ivanov. Works back inside the middle. Gaston to Chicos. Chicos over to the left side. It's Navarro looking around, fakes to run forward, turns right back to Chicos, who's just a stalwart on that ball. The German, the captain for the Chicago Fire. And then Borsa Kulich inverts himself, cuts inside, pulls off the defender, fools everybody. Prishapilko might be on a breakaway, tries to take a big shot. It's Pedro Goalie's forced to make a save. And now the Fire might have a chance to collect themselves, but it looks like it might be called back for an offside call on Prishapilko, who may have just been an inch or two offside on the initial through ball that came from Shaqiri. Yes, he is certainly offsides. But he took a heck of a shot to trouble Pedro Galice, even though it was not going to count. Fire take the ball over, trying to create something. Pineda looks like he was fouled from the back. And he draws the foul. Referee awarding it. Here he's saying, get me the ball now, faster. Get me the ball faster. When I say get me the ball fast. He's not being angry, he's being direct. Chico's now on the ball. Steps over into the Orlando half. He's going to launch a field cross, looking for Shaqiri. It is taken over, headed away by the Orlando defense, but does not get far. Chicago take the ball back, still in deep inside the Orlando zone. Working it outside to Pineda. Pineda now at the top of the middle third. Gets it over to right wing, right back, Borsa Kulich. Plays it with right wing Ivanov, 1-2 ball. And work back inside the middle. It's Gaston Jimenez now. Gets it over Rafa Chico, stepping up. The captain and right center back for Chicago Fire. Making a run to the corner. Gets the ball to his left winger. The center mid is going to take a chance at it with a cross, but it's going to go out of bounds for a goal kick. It was the idea was there, the execution was not. I don't even know what the idea was, but there was an idea behind it. But still, Chicago Fire showing strong possession. What are you guys thinking here, chat? Poke saying might have been slightly defective. That was a couple plays ago. I'm sorry. Likewise, not sure on the thought process with this sub. Losing a ton of speed with that play, bringing in a Kindle on that left wing. So Poke Chase not sure what's going on, taking Michelle out on that left wing for Orlando so early and putting the less pacier Akindele, Teshi, on that side. Unless he switched sides with Pato. Let's take a look. No, it looks like he's playing. Connor McCabe saying, just wanted to give you an update on Columbus. It's 3-1 Columbus. Sardis got a tap in, and Zelarayan scored his second off a direct free kick. San Jose just looks deflated. Huge. That's what I predicted. How much longer can Almeida hold up there, chat? How much longer is Almeida be able to hold up that San Jose team and prop them up? Because I only think it's a matter of games for Almeida. Probably the first coach in MLS fired. You're just gonna have to find a new voice. Somebody who's gonna be able to reinvigorate those boys. Almeida is disappointed, and he's letting the world know. 4-1 final. Red Bull. SKC beats Houston 1-0. Montreal loses to Philadelphia 1-2. San Jose is losing to Columbus 1-3, as confirmed here by Connor. Connor saying they look deflated. Cincinnati in a 0-0 tie with DC United. Colorado up 2-0 on Atlanta at Colorado home. Minnesota losing 0-1 to Nashville in the second half at Minnesota. And as Fabian Herbers may be drawing a second card, we're going to see shortly here from the referee. The Orlando players certainly trying to, I don't know if he's selling it, but he got hit there, and that was very aggressive. Herbers is on his last straw. Ezra Hendrickson might have to think about subbing Fabian Herbers for his own sake and the team's sake. I like Fabian Herbers. I would think he's a starter on this team as of currently, but right now you might have to pull him off, because that is just, he's one mistake from a red card and Chicago Fire possibly losing this game. You got to get Fabian Herbers off. Let's see what we got. Ezra, you got to do something. All of a sudden, Orlando intercepts the ball. Now it's them coming inside the Chicago Fire zone, but the ball is taken back by Miguel Navarro. Clears it out for a corner kick. Great play. High fives from Chicos. Backline of the Fire on the same page. Gaga trying to yell at them saying, hey, I want better though. Connor saying, 3-2 now over at the Columbus game, San Jose. For a deflated team, they're still scoring, Connor. Oh no. Oh, no. What is that? Dangerous, scary. Hopefully they don't pull it off. I want Connor's team, that yellow team, to pull it off. Let's do something here. I gotta. There we go. Fix that for you, boys and girls. Have to. Just want to make that as good as I can for you guys. Chicago Fire trying to collect the ball here. Orlando and them playing 50-50 headers for it. Pineda looks over to the left side, finds Navarro. Navarro pushes it forward to Herbers. Herbers tries to get it back to Navarro, but it's not going to make its way through. And it's going to go out for a foul. Fouling Miguel Navarro right now. The referee just booking him. Miguel a little confused about that play, about that call. And Gutierrez is subbed on for Fabian Herbers. Hey, I called it. Not saying I called it, but I'm glad that Ezra saw what I saw. That you had to get Fabian off of there. It was just getting a little too hot there. The referee's like, oh man, I almost could give you another card here. So you better get him off. And he did. Ezra did. Made the right play. Brought in Brian Gutierrez, a young homegrown product from Burbank, Illinois. Or Bridgeview. Either Burbank or Bridgeview, one of the two. Local boy. Young, exciting player for Chicago Fire, Brian Rodriguez. Right now, number 10s of both teams battling it out. And the number 10 for Chicago Fire pulls down the number 10 for Orlando. What's up, Poke Chase? This ref has the whistle stuck in his throat. Poke Chase saying. Poke Chase fan of Orlando, but yeah, I can't say too much. Let me think about what's going on. So what are you saying, Poke Chase? City fan, but some of these calls are suspect. Oh, that's what you're saying. So you're saying some of these calls little suspect, like you say he's calling a little bit more for Chicago because it's in Chicago. I mean, that it absolutely could be the case. Just had a little foul there, though, and Orlando getting a free kick out on that right wing. Not in a very dangerous spot, though. Shaqiri dragged down. The Fire going to try and push it back into the other zone, and it's going to go out of bounds for a Orlando throw-in. Center back to center back connection. Orlando pushing now the other direction, trying to get something going towards Chicago. Chicago's had a bit more of the dangerous chances, but both teams, and it's only a difference of 1 or 2. Wouldn't you say, Poke Chase? Would you say that it's been relatively even play? Both teams pretty even. Maybe one more chance to Chicago Fire. Oh, you're saying that Orlando City is getting calls you don't understand. Interesting. Interesting. And that interesting. I don't know if I've noticed anything too egregious. Because sometimes, yeah, you're right, man. You're right, Poke Chase. Sometimes there's calls that you're like, you do the double take. You're like, what is this ref thinking? Because there's things that are clear as day. So interesting that you're thinking that Orlando's getting the brunt of the calls there, Poke Chase. Chicago, the more dangerous team, you dare say? I agree. They just seem a touch more dangerous, and I can't say it's that much, but because both teams have had the flashes have been mostly away from goal. Chicago Fires has had 1 or 2 more flashes towards the goal, but that's not to say that Orlando hasn't had that one. And also, like, their deep possession has been decent. Okay, here comes Chicago Fire right now, driving into their own zone. Looks like they might have drawn a foul. No call. Okay, might have been a call there. Poke Chase. That the ref missed. I'm like, that guy just got clattered. I go, oh, but maybe it was just a fair tackle. Right now, Chico's marauding into the zone. Turns around though, last second, gets it back to Gago Slonina. Slonina boots the ball back up. Finds Shaqiri, finds Brian Rodriguez, who almost does a backflip, trying to just settle the ball. But the left back for Chicago Fire is able to settle it and draw a little bit of a foul. Of course, Miguel Navarro, number 6, getting attacked by Tesho Akindele. Getting bothered by Tesho there. Right now, Shaqiri is standing over the ball, trying to look for something to happen. Curls it in over the top. It bounces towards, oh, it's in the middle of the goal. There's a couple heads bouncing off of, and the referee is going to blow a whistle. Either an offsides or a put. Yep, it was an offsides here, folks. Luis Carter saying, save Schul goal. They're saying, yeah, a lot of inconsistency on the calls tonight. Maybe the referee's just getting going, but I agree. That's the thing, the inconsistency. That's what you're pointing out. And it's interesting that you're on the other team. You're like, what is with some of these calls? They just don't make sense. And sometimes that's when you got to ask the question, what's going on here? Made some bets out there, so we'll see. Is that a handball? Right now, Patea able to settle down the ball. Chicago Fire trying to go the other direction. Right back, plays back to Ohmsberg. Ohmsberg looks towards Chicos. Chicos has a lot of land to work with, but he's not going to take it. Pushes it over to the right back. Right back gets it over to the new player, the fresh new player, Brian Rodriguez. Now over to the right, Ohmsberg. I'm sorry, Brian Gutierrez. Not Rodriguez, Brian Gutierrez. Had to double check that. Brian Gutierrez settling in these little soft pockets, trying to expose the underbelly of Orlando, able to get the ball, gets it over to Navarro, who gets a cross in, but Shaqiri's just a little, just not tall enough to deal with the team of the week center back, Carlos. Right now, a cross could be coming in for the Chicago Fire, though. Gets it off, gets it to Prishbilko, who tries to chest it over to Shaqiri. Shaqiri is not in the right spot for where the ball went, though, and it's going to go away. Chicago Fire recollect it, though. Trying to go back inside Navarro, playing triplets, but Orlando gets the ball back. But it's not for long, as Chicos just steps up, kicks it out of bounds. Guys, my back teeth are floating. I'll be right back in a minute. Whoa, my gosh, it's a goal! No! Goal for Orlando. Deflection. Big goal for the Lions. Oh no, for me, the Chicago Firemen. What a goal for Orlando. Oh my gosh, Junior Urso celebrating with the sub, celebrating with the coach, Pareja, celebrating with everybody on the sidelines. A cross comes in from the right back. It gets headed off by Chicos that falls down to the Orlando player. Kindle crosses it. Nobody comes up with it. A big pass. Takes a big deflection. Number 11 scores. It deflects off Wyatt Ohmsberg or Boris Akulich to go to the left of Gagas Linina, who was diving off to his right. And an unfortunate deflection. Junior Urso, the one who's taking the shot. Big time pass from number 7 to Junior Urso. I think that's Torres. No, Pato. Pato passed it to Junior Urso with a big shot just beyond about the 22 at the top of the semicircle, and the ball bounces off of Boris Akulich's left knee, going while Gagaslinina is diving off to his right, and the ball deflects into the left side of the goal. Oh, torturous goal there for Orlando, but a happy poke chase and other Orlando fans in the chat. You guys could slam those Lions. Slam those Lions. Let's get some Lions in the chat for the Lions scoring. Uh-oh, there might be a callback here. Damn, looks like they're calling a replay. They're checking the play, the previous play. They're going to see if somebody was potentially offsides. What they're going to call a handball here. What, are you going to be nitpicky and call a little bit of a handball here in a part of a play that you didn't see that didn't affect the play? It maybe affected the play. Looked like number 9 handballed it to redirect the pass, which is what's eventually going to help set up the goal. Oh no, guys, this may be coming back. Kara catches the ball and redirects it into the path of Tesho Akindele. Tesho Akindele then crossing it to Pato. Pato then getting it to the top of the box for Junior Urso to be able to take that wicked shot. The wicked shot, of course, going left, bouncing off the knee of Sekulic and bouncing into the other side of the goal, though, while Gagoslino, who was going the right way correctly after the deflection, no longer going the right way. We shall see if this stands. Brutal deflection, I agree, Poke Chase, but not sure if this is going to stand as a goal after we've seen the way that handball came from number 9, Kara. Orlando may have this goal called back. We will find out. Here's the thing. They're in Chicago's tier. If this was in Orlando, I almost feel like it might stand, but because it's in Chicago, they might have to call it back. We shall see. I don't know if that changes. It shouldn't change things. It literally shouldn't change things. No goal, goal kick. So that goal graphic I just saw, I just showed you, ignore it. As you can notice, I haven't changed the scores at the bottom. 0-0. Still 0-0. Damn, Poke Chase. There it was. Connor McCabe saying poor officiating, but it happens. I hope we demolish Toronto FC next week. If you beat Toronto FC next week, Toronto will be on a loss, 2 losses, and a tie. Very slow start for Bob Bradley, don't you think? But then again, Columbus having a great showing tonight. And you're a great team. I think Columbus, with Caleb Porter at the helm, is a great team there, Connor. That's coming from a Chicago Fire fan, and we don't like that yellow team. Try not, but we got to give credit where credit is due. Duran coming on. I did not catch for who. I'm gonna have to double check the tweets. Apologize for stopping the game here. We got game going on right now. Some different things. Where is? There it is. Chicago Fire just put on a sub. It looks like it's John Duran for. Are you gonna say? I thought you guys would say. I thought you guys would say John Duran coming on. Nope, they're not saying. Let's go back to that. Go there. Go there. Go there. 78 minutes and 089 seconds. 0-0 here at Soldier Field. Orlando trying to do what they can to upset Chicago's home debut for Shaqiri. Meanwhile, Shaqiri trying to send home that Chicago crowd a happy set of campers. Make them think about coming back for that next game. And a little bit more of Shaqiri. And maybe once May 1st comes, Jairo Torres comes to Chicago. Unreal, says Poke Chase. He is not happy. Big time foul. Might be a big time foul. I don't know what's going on here. I see a card coming out. Referee not happy. Orlando player is on the ground. Looks very shaken up. Poke Chase, can you clarify what we just saw here? Looks. I'm gonna see Duran and Araujo go up. Duran might have caught him with an elbow in the face. Araujo not happy about it at all. Duran, though, 16, 17-year-old kid, gets a yellow card. Young gun, not getting called over by his coach. Get a little bit of a, hey, let's keep things aside. Let's get it back. Duran grabbing his back. Araujo. You all right there, Araujo? I definitely saw you get elbowed. You definitely got popped there. I don't know if it was super bad, but he definitely got popped. And hey, he got a yellow card out of the deal. So John Duran's paid the price for delivering that yellow. I don't know what you guys are yelling about. Araujo just came up, and Duran just went up to Araujo, shook his hand, said, "Hey, buddy, sorry about that. Didn't mean to get you like that." They shook hands, Araujo and Duran burying the hatchet. Guys, I love good sportsmanship because I love winning. I love winning clean and winning good, and I love good sportsmanship. It's just like the best thing in sports. It's some of the best things in sports because you have there's like this honor in a game. It truly is an honor in the game. But all the same, hey, it gets dirty sometimes, and that still could be honorable at the same time. It's just like there's unhonorable play, dishonorable play, all the same, and we all know what that is. Poke J saying Orlando City players riled up because of that VAR review. They are upset after getting denied a goal. Got about 9 minutes left here in the second half, folks. By the way, greatly appreciate all you guys hanging out here at Spitting Fire. If you guys would take the moment, just appreciate it if you would. Kick that like button if you already have not. Subscribe to Spitting Fire, ring that bell icon to get notified of our live streams because we only go live pretty much for live games and the occasional live podcast where maybe we break down some stuff coming on or have some fun to talk about. Greatly appreciate if you guys took the moment to do that, guys. It helps this channel and MLS soccer grow and burn down the algorithms of YouTube. Like you have no idea. Let's fucking go! Go, 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 go! Orlando with a big throw. Chicago trying to clear it out. Orlando taking it right back with a pressuring cross from the right corner, but it's not going to amount to anything. Fire take it right back, snuff it out, moving forward. Shaqiri's got the ball. He's going to play through Prishpliko, but it is just a touch too much for the forward. Pedro Galice recollecting at the back for Orlando. Now, Orlando taking it forward, moving in towards the Chicago Fire zone. They try to thread the ball through. It is not going to get past Sekulic. Knocks it out of bounds for a Orlando throw. The left back steps up, looking around for help. Finds center attacking midfielder. And some creative play leads to a cross coming in from Orlando from that left side, but the cross is low. And Gaga Slonina is there, diving with his hands, able to collect it before it meets the feet of anybody dangerous, such as the Orlando striker who was marauding forward in that box. Chicago Fire now on the break, but quickly lose the ball. Orlando taking it back, playing out of their own backfield. Center back looks towards the left back tries to go back into the midfielder, manages to thread the ball through. Now the left center mid, playing shuffleboard with Fire players, but managed to avoid him. Fire players have it for a second, but Kareem's off of a player right back in the direction of Orlando. Now, number 17 for the Orlando City is in the corner, sparring with the Chicago Fire for possession. Duran takes it back, but does not get it far enough. The left back for Orlando manages to throw a cross in after intercepting the pass from Duran, but amounts to nothing. Rebounds off Chicago Fire. Now back in the possession of the left back, trying to recreate some sort of offense. Wyatt Omsberg is there this time. The ball misfired right into his knees. And the Fire are able to draw a foul at the top, at the middle, at half field after a little bit of a counterattack play. Shaqiri now with the ball, looking for some help. Does some cheeky business. Gets it to Sekulic after some awesome fancy footwork. Sekulic to Duran. Duran, the young Colombian phenom, takes a weird shot cross, flicks it over to Shaqiri. Shaqiri and Duran playing with it. Duran still has it, but he loses the ball finally to an Orlando player. 84 minutes and 40 seconds. About 6 minutes left in the half before full time. in extra time. Poche saying the ref has lost control of this game. Little bit of an attack there. A cross comes in from the deep right spot of the Orlando middle third, but Prishabilko is not able to put enough mustard on his header, and it goes right to Pedro Galice, who launches the other way. Cross coming from Shaqiri. Great left-footed cross, but the header was softened by the team of the week defender, Carlos. Definitely troubled the Chicago Fire striker there enough to take a little pace off of that header and make it easier for Pedro Galice to save in net for Orlando. Now Orlando with the ball, breaking into the Fire zone. Flicks it over Navarro. Number 9 for Orlando. Torres, I believe. But he gets pushed out of the zone and retreats back. But Orlando's still in possession, but getting heavily defended by Chicago, who are hot on their heels all over the pitch. Both teams going for a win here. Orlando fans and Chicago Fire fans. Really, that looked like Pereira fouled Olmsberg in that instance, but I don't know what the call was. We're going to find out here in a second. Oh, it's going to go for Orlando's way against Olmsberg, even though it really looked like Pereira kind of instigated that weird little foul. If you look at the tape. Like, he put his feet back into Olmsberg's area. The ref has lost control of this game. He's losing control of it very fast, says Poke Chase. It's aggressive very early on, too. But I think that Ezra did good getting Fabian Herbers out, even though big fan of Fabian Herbers, but he, ready on a card, was just playing a little too aggressive. We got another sub coming in for Orlando, number 17, Facundo Torres coming off, and Andres Patea, who started last game for Orlando, coming on. Which is interesting. Patea does not play Facundo Torres' position. Facundo Torres, of course, more of a right winger. Patea playing more of a center defensive mid spot. And here comes the attack by Orlando. Players dragged down, but it's not going to amount to anything. Chicago Fire manages to clear the ball, amounts to nothing. Still on the attack towards Orlando. Orlando tries to get into the number 10. Chicago Fire feverishly defending. Orlando still on the ball, pushes it outside. Back to their center backs, now to the right back. Looking for space and getting none. All pushed all the way back to their center backs now. Center backs with the ball back inside of their own zone, pushed out by the Chicago Fire. Looking for some help is the left center back. He gets it in the midfielder. Great little inside pass from the number 10, but it's just a hair too much in front of the striker, who's trying to run onto it. It goes out of bounds for a goal kick. About a minute and a half here left at Soldier Field before extra time. Gonna be fun to get out to a Chicago Fire game this year, guys. I guarantee it. Make sure you guys, if you guys are in the area, if you guys come to Chicago, see if you can coincide the Chicago Fire game. Or if you live out here in the area, get out to that Chicago Fire game. It's going to be a blast. We're gonna be winning a lot more games this season. I guarantee it. Shaqiri is playing with his heart out for us. He's playing his heart out. I don't know if you guys see this. I'm watching this on the field right now. I'm reporting you 89 minutes in. Shaqiri is playing his heart out for Chicago. The last 2 matches, it's insane. He's went a full 90. The first match surprised everybody. He's gonna go a full 90 here. Jimenez tries to drive forward, but he gets cut off by the Orlando defender. But that cutoff is a little sloppy and fouls Jimenez. Jimenez drawing the foul. Right now, half a minute left till extra time. 0-0 the score on the lakefront. Chicago desperately looking for the win. I called for a Chicago Fire win. I just said, there it is. But you know what? That was my heart. Mine should have said tie. These guys will tie. Here comes Shaqiri with a big cross. It doesn't amount to much. It goes out to the far right side, but they're going to get a second chance at it. Chicago Fire, Shaqiri crosses it again, flicks it over. It manages to fall to Panetta's feet. Panetta out in the far right corner, getting hassled. Creates space. But the space is not going to be good enough as he gets it back to the left center to Brian Gutierrez, but Brian just loses it. Fire's trying to get the ball back. 6 minutes is up. 6 minutes is of stoppage time, and a breakaway here for Orlando. A huge breakaway. Insane save by Gaga Slonina. Insane save on Kara. Kara breaks through the Chicago Fire ranks all by his lonesome. Has time to order a Giordano's pizza. Might have been offsides. Looks offsides right there in that replay. But all day, all night, could have ordered some Giordano. Oh, they did call offsides on it. Okay, they called it back, called offsides. But Gaga Slonina had to come up with a huge save at that point and did. Incredible. We did not know it was offsides at the time. And Gaga Slonina came up with that huge save there. Only a couple minutes left in the game. We got 5 minutes left, though. Chicago have a lot of time to make a difference. So is the case for Orlando. Sekulic gets it to Shaqiri. Shaqiri on that right flank for Chicago. Tries to get a left foot to cross off. He's going to find the Fire player. He nods it in with vitriol. It's Brian Gutierrez who just misses the shot. Oh man, he had a good chance there. If he wanted it, he needed it, but he did not get it. Brian Gutierrez just coming up a little short on that wicked header. Really, the defender for Orlando doing enough to disrupt the shot from the young Chicago Fire midfielder. Goal kick to Orlando. Pedro Galiz. By the way, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out here on Chicago Fire. Spitting Fire YouTube. Greatly appreciate you guys hanging out in the chat, watching the game with us. You guys are the best. You guys are the best color commentators in the game. Greatly appreciate you guys spending the time here. Pedro Galiz getting a card, wasting time. Referee having none of it. Thank you guys. Greatly appreciate you guys' support here on Spitting Fire. You guys have means a lot. As always, back to the game. Pedro Galiz clears it to midfield, and a attack now by Orlando is taken out by the Chicago defender. Wyatt Ohmsberg clears it out, goes out of bounds for a throw-in. Big foul here. Might be a card to Gaston Jimenez. Gaston Jimenez does not like the call. Herrera grabbing his leg, though. Herrera got there. And Herrera got there, and Gaston Jimenez picks up the card. Orlando do have a decent chance here. Coming from a side free kick off on the Chicago Fire's right flank, the Orlando's left flank. They're they're in line with the top of the 18, but they're far out near the touchline. Here comes the cross, whipped in, and it bounces off of a Orlando player just out of bounds, about 4 yards wide of the post. Wasn't too threatening, but had vicious pace on it. Clears it up. Does not get it far enough, though, and Orlando takes the ball back. Orlando midfielder hassled by Shaqiri and Sekulic. Sekulic somehow gets the ball to deflect off the Orlando player, ending up with a Chicago throw-in. Now Brian Gutierrez trying to make some magic happen on that left side for the Chicago Fire. It's Miguel Navarro who's got the ability. Gets it back to Gutierrez. Gutierrez looks inside. It's Pineda. Pineda running around on that left flank. Tries to get a cross in. It's going to fall to Duran. Duran grabs the ball, but it's going to go out of bounds off of Duran, who just got interrupted too much by Tesho Akindele of the Orlando Lions. Throw in for Orlando. 2 minutes left in the match or less. folks. Chicago Fire trying to come up with a big home win for the Soldier Field faithful. The time is dwindling, 1 minute left, and they just fouled the Lions. Araujo to take a quick free kick at half, pushes it up to the number 10. Number 10 launches across. He finds Tesho Akindele in the right corner, but it's going to go out of bounds. This will be probably the last attack for the Chicago Fire. There's 40 seconds left in the game. Chicago Fire desperately looking to try and secure all 3 points, but not looking like the case at the moment. 30 seconds left in the match. Ezra Hendrickson looking to start off his career with 2 ties at the moment, unless some late last-second dramatics change the docket. Sekulic now on the right backside. 15 seconds. Still at half. Gaston, still at half. Not very much pressure, not too dangerous. White Owensburg clears it up, gets it over. It's the team of the week. Center back tries to head it out, and looks like the referee is ready to call it, and now Orlando's back on the ball. A weak attack there for Chicago Fire. White Owensburg takes out the pass, though. Going to be a throw-in for Orlando. Still a couple seconds left here in the match. 96-16. The referee's about to call it. And that's game. 0-0 is the final score in Chicago. Orlando City come to Chicago and tie. Oscar Patea leads the Lions to a 0-0 tie against Chicago Fire and Ezra Hendrickson. Chicago off to an 0-2 start. Or an 0-2-0 start, rather, for Chicago. Meanwhile, Orlando off to a 1-1-0 start. 4 points for Orlando. Chicago sitting on 2. Chicago's still sitting in that 8th spot. Wow, guys, there it is. That is the match. How did you guys feel about that? Wow. All right, I think I'm going to take a few minute break here. We're going to reassess, and we're going to come back for some player grades. That sound good, chat? All right, take it easy, Poke Chase. Take it easy, man. Appreciate the stream. Good luck in Chicago this season. Hey, man, take a look at our stream. We'll be watching more than just Chicago Fire games. We're going to be keeping an eye on the occasional streams for all around MLS. By the way, Poke Chase, I used to write for the Lions, so I'm very familiar with the Orlando Lions. I definitely like them. I'm a fan of them. I'm sad they lost Nani. Excited for this season. I think you guys are going to be a team that's going to be tough to mess with. Excited for your guys' season there, Poke Chase. Excited for all you Orlando City fans. Thank you for hanging out. All you Fire fans, let's go. Think about the progress that we're showing here. I know that we're starting off with 2 ties. And for this team, for what the firepower it seems is available to this team, that seems like a bit of a disappointing start. I'm going to say, guys, no. Let's look at the positives. 2 clean sheets for Gago Sonina. That goal earlier didn't count. 0-0 is the score. Once again, 2 clean sheets for our young goalkeeper. That's awesome. Also, another clean sheet for the back line. The defense for Chicago Fire is holding up, doing the things it needs to do. Now we need things to start clicking offensively. We need to start scoring goals. That's what we need to change here in Chicago. And I think that they're on the right path. As far as this match goes, I think Poke Chase was agreeing with me. It seemed as if Chicago was the more dangerous team throughout. Early on, maybe that's not the case, but when we get to the end of things, Chicago was the team that was attacking a bit more, created a bit more danger, so to speak. However, right there at the end, little bit Orlando. Great match. Hopefully all the Soldier Field faithful enjoyed themselves out there and had a great day. It was beautiful outside. I've been outside all day except for this. But having a blast. It's been amazing. And of course, we got UFC on the docket and also Sons of the Pitch right now going on over there. So guys, go check him out right now. If you guys want to go if you guys are wondering about that Charlotte match and versus LA Galaxy, I'm going to wrap up here and I'm going to get in to a few player grades. I'm going to take a quick break and I'll be right back, boys and girls. All right, guys. That was the end of the match. 0-0. Make some things happen. Let's move some stuff around. Click a few buttons, make some things happen on the screen. Yep, let's show you. Think we did anything on bets, that's for sure. Yeah, we got wrecked on bets. Not looking good. Awesome. UFC bets. Yep, not looking good. Oh, my MLS parlay is looking bad. Oh, man. Tagir lost? Oh, my gosh. Tagir lost. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe it, guys. Let's get back. I'm excited for UFC. That'll be fun to see. Now, who scored? Who scored? Boom, 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 boom. Get us over to yes. Where we have a 0-0 tie between Orlando City and Chicago Fire. The ratings for the players, of course. And unless chat wants to weigh in on this, I don't know who is here in chat. If you guys want to weigh in on this as we break down the Chicago Fire ratings, greatly appreciate if you guys did. Weigh in. Where is that? There we go. Boom. You. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, I guess that's good. So, we got Pedro Galicia in net. You can't see it. 7.2. There it is. 7.2. Pedro Galicia. 6.7 for John Moutinho. 6.6 for Schlegel. 6.9 for Carlos. Ruan with a 6.6. Araujo with a 6.4. I'm going to have to turn down this music. I did. Urso with a 6.1. Michel, 6.5. Pereira, 6.7. Torres, 6.7. Pato, 6.4. The subs, Cara, Akindele, and Pereira. Pereira, 6.0. Cara, 6.0. Akindele, 6.4. Now on the other side of the ball, Chicago Fire, Prishabilko getting a 6.6. He was everywhere he needed to be, just didn't get a chance to really do too much damage on shots. He had one header, and I don't recall it just being that dangerous. Shaqiri with the 6.8. Shaqiri was so involved on the pitch tonight. He was one of the main players for Chicago Fire. Fabian Herbers, 6.4. Yellow card. Fabian Herbers was a little hot-headed there today, but played awesome. Played awesome for as long as he did, but you saw in that second half that you had to get him off because he was already sitting on that yellow card and he was still playing very aggressively. I really like what I saw from Fabian Herbers, but still little playing on the edge there, and it did not hurt them today. Ivanov, 6.2, not playing too well. John Duran coming in for him. Liked what I saw to John Duran, even though he got himself a yellow card pretty quickly. Feel like he needs a little bit more time there. Maybe we should let him start a game, but we shall see. Jimenez having a awesome game. 7.7 according to who scored. Yellow card as well. Played very well. Pinedo had a quiet game. 6.4. I would give him a 6.5, 6.6. But maybe defensively he made a few mistakes. Offensively, he was where he needed to be. It's actually, he's been very good offensively. I think defensively is where we need him to step up his game right now. And he's actually a center defensive mid or center back by trade. So interesting to note. Sekulic with a 6.9. I thought he played pretty decent. Olmsberg with a 7.6. Olmsberg, guys, might be a MLS starter for us. he might have sat Turan down to the bench for right now, because if Turan's, nobody's playing like Olmsberg. Olmsberg's playing lights out soccer right now, chat. I don't know what you guys think. Let us know in the comments below, but I think Wyatt Olmsberg has clawed himself out a starting position here on Ezra Hendrickson's Chicago Fire, at least at the moment. Rafa Chicos pitching a 6.9, captain. I thought he had a great game. I would give him a 7.1. He was moving forward in the right spots every time they needed to. Defensively, he was everywhere they needed to be. I think that 6.9 is a little underrated. I would give him a 7. If you're giving a 7.6 to Olmsberg, you'd have to give a 7.6 to Chicos. Right? I really like the pair of them, Chicos and Olmsberg, man. They were great. Yes, there was the one mistake. Yes, there was the almost goal where Junior Urso got a great pass from Pato that deflected off either Olmsberg or Sekulic's knee and went in to a Gagaslina after Gagaslina had dove to his right and it went to his left. Luckily, it was called back after a handball was pointed out earlier on the play. However, still really liked what we saw out of Chicago Fire. 7.6 for Olmsberg. He's getting that. I don't see how you're not giving that for Chicos. Let us know in the comments below. Now, Navarro, I think that's also a little low for him. He got a yellow card and is got a 6.4. For that score, I felt Navarro was very active in this game. And guys, I don't know if I'm speaking out of turn here, but I think he might be a little bit better than Brandon Vincent. And Brandon Vincent was quality, exciting, good potential. But this Navarro, this Miguel Navarro kid at left back, looking like the real deal. Looking like the real deal. Plays with a chip on his shoulder, plays aggressive, plays within the lines of the game though. Liking what I'm seeing out of Miguel Navarro. Gaga Sonina had a ball pop off his hands earlier today, but he recollected it. Bam, got it. Had a huge save on a breakaway that actually was not a breakaway. It was called back on offsides. However, Sonina had it. And it was nervous. It was a nervous moment there when we did not think it was an offside. But then Sonina just, boom. Calm, cool, collected, young, but has it. We got the American Donnarumma here in our backyard, guys, playing at Soldier Field. So hopefully you guys go out and see them next time too. We'll get a look at the next game for Chicago Fire. DC, I'm trying to put FC, but boom, didn't work. It'll be DC United Saturday, March 12th, 6:30 p.m. You can check that out here on Spitting Fire. We will be live. You better believe it. We'll be doing the live stream here for all the away games. The next home game will be against Sporting Kansas City, March 19th, 5 p.m. Saturday. So 2 Saturday games upcoming. One away. The first one, DC United. Hang out here, Spitting Fire. Pull up the stream, pull up a chair, grab your nachos, grab a drink, hang out, get your analysis glasses on, and be my color commentator, guys. I love it when you guys hang out and talk Spitting Fire with me. And talk Chicago Fire with me in MLS soccer, that is. Moving on to, and then the next week, we got Chicago Fire versus Sporting Kansas City at home. Hopefully, this might be one of the games we'll be able to get out to. Maybe we do a little live streaming from the parking lot there, guys, if we're at the game. If we're not at the game, we certainly will be live streaming it here on Spitting Fire. We'll have that out here on our YouTube well ahead of time for you guys to know about that. Greatly appreciate you guys all taking the time to hang out and talk Spitting Fire today. Oh, last but not least, Brian Gutierrez. Brian Gutierrez having a hell of a sub game, getting a shot, getting aggressive. He just missed scoring the goal of the match with a header. I think Ruan did enough to disrupt him, and the ball coming from I think either Sekulic or Shaqiri, just went right over the net, just missing the top of the goal. It would have been so dangerous, so amazing. Wasn't to be, though. Chicago Fire and Soldier Field faithful sent home in a 0-0 tie. Exciting stuff, though, on the horizon for Chicago Fire. I think exciting stuff on the horizon also for Orlando City. They seem like a good team. Do you guys in the chat below, let me know in the comments, do you think that Orlando City is a better team or worse team than Inter Miami? Curious to hear. We tied them both 0-0. Something I'm curious to hear about. Shots on target, 9 shots for the Chicago Fire, 4 shots on target, 5 shots for Orlando City, no shots on target for them. Possession relatively even, 52% for Chicago Fire, 48% for Orlando City. Passes very even as well, 395 for Chicago, 368 for Orlando City. Pass accuracy a little down from Chicago from last week, 71%. I think they had 87% or so last week. Orlando City this week, 72% pass accuracy. Fouls, 14 for Orlando, 21 for Chicago. No goals though. Orlando City, of course, scoring 2 last week on Montreal, beating them at Montreal. Coming into Chicago over here, shut down pretty much. Chicago defense doing a damn good job. If you guys take a look at that, 5 shots, 0 on target. We're not counting the one that went in because it didn't. Call back. How these things go. That was a huge callback, and I was so relieved as a Chicago Fire fan that it happened. And I was hopeful of a last second goal for Chicago Fire, and they almost pulled it off. Brian Gutierrez just missing the top of that goal, and oh man, becoming a hometown hero like that would be amazing. Would have been amazing to see, but I still think that it's in the cards here for the Chicago Fire. This is only the second game of the season, guys. We're 0-2-0. We got 2 points. Sitting in 8th place. Not great. Not good. Not bad though. Could be a lot worse. Could be having a loss. Could be having disappointing ties. These ties, not so disappointing. They're actually encouraging. I think they're very encouraging what we're seeing out of the men in red. Let us know if you guys agree or disagree. I'm very curious to hear in the comments below, of course. We'll catch you guys on the next Spitting Fire live stream. Of course, ring that bell icon to get notified about that. If you guys kick that like button, it utterly delights us. Kick it like you're shooting from middle of Soldier Field and you're trying to score. And you better believe you poke that like button, you kick that ball as hard as you can, you will score. And we'll burn down the YouTube algorithms together and help establish MLS as the go-to, as some of the best content on here on YouTube. Greatly appreciate your guys' support, helping make MLS and Chicago Fire a better place here on YouTube, making this an awesome little community here on Chicago Fire. Sorry, I'm not the greatest sometimes with these things. I do the best I can, and I'm only getting better every time as I journey on to becoming one of the best live streaming callers, play-by-play callers. I really like calling games. I have a lot of fun doing it. It's so fun. Just explaining the game, detailing it, making it painting a pretty picture for you guys. And I very much enjoy it. And I very much enjoy when you guys are in the chat helping me color up the play and get everything into a better visualized format for everybody who's watching and enjoying along with us. It's a great time here at Spitting Fire. Great. Mostly because of you guys. Greatly appreciate the time you guys spend here, and I will catch you on the next Spitting Fire. Of course, we got a lot of stuff left here on the docket for tonight. UFC 272 is off and running. Plenty of fights already happening. Now you got the 7 o'clock fights going off. Just wait for that 9 o'clock card to come around. It is going to be amazing and fun. Very excited for that here at Spitting Fire. We will catch you on the next Chicago Fire live stream. Of course, that'll be Saturday. We just had it. The next Chicago Fire live stream, that'll be Saturday versus DC United. March 12th, 6:30 p.m. We'll be live here at 6. Before, we'll be doing some live betting, just taking a look at the match beforehand, as well as throwing some logs on the fire and warming it up for everybody who's going to be watching along with us. I encourage you, pull up a stream either on Chicago Fire's own website or on WGN or on ESPN Plus and watch with us here at Spitting Fire, where we have a blast and we have the best chat in the game, guys. The best color commentary in the game. Thanks to you guys and viewers like you. Greatly appreciate it. We'll see you guys on the next time. You guys pump me up for talking Chicago Fire. So fire it up, footballers. I will catch you on the next time. I'm so excited. See you guys. I'm so excited for this 2022 season for Chicago Fire. It's just beginning, folks. You hear that crackle? It's coming. Fire is going to take over MLS. Gaga Sonina said it first, and you heard it here again on Spitting Fire. And you better believe we back up our men in red. Let's go, Chicago Fire fans. Catch you on the next one. Get that like button. Spread the fire. Tell people about the show. Tell your friends. Say, hey, go watch the show live. I'm in the live chat. You're in the live chat. It's like, hey, we can talk about the fire. He always talks, has a blast. That's what we want here. Also, we got the Discord going. If you guys want to throw a little live audio, could go do that too. We got the abilities. We want to make it happen for you guys. That's what we are here at Spitting Fire to do, as always. And if you want to support the show, there's some secret merch out there. Go check out bonfire.com for the real G's. Also, we have one thing of an NFT out there for the first and only fan of Chicago Fire who's going to get it. And also, it's going to go donate a lot of money to charity, and it's going to kick off a grand event like you guys have never seen before. It's going to be amazing stuff. So keep it secret, keep it safe. Exciting stuff here at Chicago Fire and Spitting Fire. Really appreciate your guys' support, because you are the ones who make it happen. Let's go, Fire fans. We're coming for a win, DC. You better believe it. Shaqiri's coming to take you down. Did you guys expect 2 90-minute performances out of Shaqiri? Will we see a third at DC United? I'm excited to see. I really like what we have here with Ezra Hendrickson and this project with Georg Heitz. Exciting stuff. Joe Mansueto is making a good improvement. He's making a great program here in Chicago for Chicago soccer. Impressive work, and it took a lot of hard work to get here. So props to him. Greatly appreciate all the work all of our Chicago Fire friends and staff and players are doing. Executives, teams, coaches, everybody, and you fans, we're all part of the same team here. We all pull together, and together we are stronger together. You better believe. That's why when you guys kick that like button, powers up everybody, makes everything stronger, powers up the Chicago Fire, powers up MLS, does it all. Great, appreciate it, guys. I don't know how much more I can blather on about this. You guys know me. I just have too much fun having fun with you guys. Let's go, Fire fans. Fire it up, footballers. We'll catch you on the next one. This is the longest outro ever. Oh man, guys, I love you guys. I'll catch you guys later. Oh shit. Nah, kidding. All right, folks, as always, greatly appreciate it. See you on the next one.